It's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Yeah! How about that? See, we got a little. Look, I'm back. I'm ready to go.
Right at the top.
Where you been?
I've been crying a little bit, being sad, being happy, being fired up. All
She mad
all the
about
above.
Bobby Miller?
Well, that was tears of sadness, and then a little bit of, oh, good, he's in AAA. I don't have to worry about him anymore.
Nice.
He's gone for a while. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Get your ass up, baby.
I'm up. I'm ready to go.
Good.
Yeah, it's a weird week. I worked a day, then I took 2 days off, and now I'm back for 2 more days, and then a day off, and then back for Sunday football with the Rams.
Well,
so
you took a day off, but from here, but you were working. You had to drop the kid off.
Yeah, well, we dropped him off. He could not get us out of his hair any quicker than he did. So yesterday morning, he's like, "When are you guys leaving?" We're like, "I don't know." He's like, "Well, you can. I'm good.
Isn't that sad?
You can go whenever you're ready." We're
Isn't
like,
that sad? Yeah,
"Oh, well, that kind of sucks."
They say sooner or later in Hollywood, you play all the parts. Now you're playing dad. You were that kid. Get out of here, dad. Now you are dad.
I know.
Sucks.
I know. And by the way, so when was the last time you were on a college campus?
I went up to visit my daughter early part of this year, March.
Okay, perfect. When you step foot on a college campus, how does it feel for you?
You feel pretty old.
Okay, that's right.
You're that guy.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I was that guy. I'm like, yeah, this is no. Like when I would go with my older son or even my daughter, not that I thought I'd fit in. I'm not delusional. I didn't think that. But I thought, yeah, okay, this wasn't that long. This was like, this feels like a million years
Weird.
ago.
Yeah, but the girls walk by, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. I feel old now. They're not looking. They call you sir.
Well, they never looked to begin with for me, but that's a whole other thing.
They call you sir, and the dudes show you no respect, and you're like, look, I will still whoop your little tail. You know what I'm saying? I still got it up in here. Don't let this gray fool you now.
But okay, look, I got the gray, but see, then I'm sitting in the dorm room hallway putting together this wire basket caddy thing where he puts all his crud into it.
Yeah.
So, and it's one of those.
Like an alpha shelf?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So, but it's one of those things that we talked about not that long ago. It comes in a box and it's got an Allen wrench and the screws.
You need a mallet?
No, just the little Allen
Okay.
wrench that you put the whole thing together with. I put it together the first time upside down. So I had to take it all apart, put it back together again. Like, can't you put like a sticker on these things that say top and bottom? Would that be too hard?
Don't they do that?
They label them with letters. Part A goes into Part B. Part C goes into Part D, which, fine.
Emily, I'm starting to believe you now.
With what?
I'm starting to believe you.
What
Regards to what?
Did you rat me out in some regard?
I think I had you wrong.
About?
I thought we were like Foxhole. We were like in alignment, in simpatico,
okay,
right?
What did I?
Well, they told me that's like farthest from the truth. Like Travis that doesn't have patience for things like
You're
this.
just more pessimistic than DeMarco tends to be.
Oh, no,
and I
that
think
goes
he hadn't
with it.
realized it up until
Look,
this point.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
You have your optimism
yeah.
glasses on that everyone's like you. You gotta be around Travis a little bit more.
I thought
to
we're going
understand
to war.
You have helped me. I talked to the guy that plays the theremin. I mean, that was a
This
huge
is true.
That was a huge step forward for
yes.
me. Lou.
Okay.
Lou with the theremin.
I'm just waiting for you, DeMarco, to be a little more pessimistic
No,
so that you can
he's
rub off on
positive.
each other.
Heck, I'm a jackhammer. I will not stop. Let's go.
So this stupid little basket, right? It's a wire basket that you can set things in.
Yeah.
Well, and the legs basically don't have a top and the bottom. Only they do have a top.
So
and
is
the
this like a
bottom.
laundry
What's
basket?
the name of this thing so I can look at it? Do you know? I need to see
I don't
this.
know. I'll find it on.
What
Look,
did he put into this?
yeah, like snacks and little stuff.
Slide drawer?
So it's not that big.
It's maybe 3 feet tall
Okay.
and maybe a foot and a half wide
Okay.
and maybe 8 inches deep.
Sits on the floor or sits on the
So it's,
on
but
the
it's
ground.
wired.
On the ground.
Does it have a cloth insert that?
No.
I don't even know what this is.
I'll-
I have
I'll
no
like
idea
a
what
rack
you're
at the
referring
store
to.
like that?
Yes, it's
Okay.
like one of those
A rack.
a wire rack is
Okay.
what it basically
Now
is.
it's making
Okay,
sense.
yes, now I
okay,
see.
Travis, still doesn't sound that hard to build.
It was very hard to build. How dare you?
It's a rack, right?
Yeah.
How
but
many
so-
pieces are we talking?
10?
Trav, come on, man. Really?
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, hold on a second. So the feet come down like this, right? So picture the feet. They kind of go like this. So it sits on a solid
and
base.
what do you call that? They angle out?
They flare out.
Flare out. Okay.
So, but as I'm looking at the picture, it's just this schematic. So I can't tell if the flare is at the top or the bottom and whether or not the drawer faces up or down. I couldn't figure this stupid thing out. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going for it. Get it all put together.
Yeah.
I'm like, Yeah, it's upside down.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Did you take it apart?
Of course
and
I
start
did.
over?
I did. I only muttered profanities under my breath. I kept it all to myself.
You kept it all
I was
in.
down the hallway. I got it done. But it's good to be back.
Scotch near you when you're doing this. Yeah,
we did that later that night. Yeah, that was.
You and your son?
No. Me,
Oh.
Susan, and we went out and had a couple of drinks.
Oh,
we
after.
went to dinner and
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was all good.
How did Susan do?
She was a rock.
Really?
Yeah, she always is.
She's always the rock?
Yeah.
She didn't let it go once?
when we
My
were
baby.
leaving, she
Yeah.
was, but not like bawling or emotional or anything. We were just talking about how we're going to miss him.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
I mean, everybody's going
Then
through
we
it.
went looking
Yeah.
for houses in Arroyo Grande to see.
Make yourself feel better.
Found a couple of nice places.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going to lie.
Cue wide open spaces for the
Yes.
chicks.
Yeah.
Next, drive by the Harley dealership. See? You'll get all the way back.
See,
You
there.
think he's gonna ride a
dude,
Harley?
So Emily,
Get a
hold
trike.
on.
Get a trike.
No, I'm not getting a trike. No, come on, man. Do you really think that little me that I'd ride a tricycle
I mean, you
This
could've
is
motorcycle?
what
built
they
that
tried
rack.
to tell me about you.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're-
Can we
we're
just close
closer
our
to
eyes and picture Travis on,
On
a
a trike?
Harley? We cannot.
I can picture you on a
Thank
Harley.
you, DeMarco.
Yes, with the,
It
with the
is-
ape hangers.
now,
yeah.
now, understand what I'm about to say, Emily. I know this will never, ever, ever happen, but I want it to happen. I want to buy one of those. I want to ride it. I don't want anybody near me because I'm a chicken and I'm going to go like
I
30
can't
miles
picture
an
you
hour.
in a leather jacket,
Oh,
let
I have-
alone on a Harley.
Yeah,
and,
leather jacket.
and chaps.
No,
No,
chaps.
leather chaps. Come
Dude,
on.
I'm not joining a gang. I'm not chaps. What are you, out of your mind?
Old dogs. Come on.
I'm gonna have the little chin strap helmet and the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
ready to go.
But everybody's going through it. You see the homecoming, you see congratulations, and then next it's people going to Target, IKEA, they're buying stuff, and they're getting ready for the big move. So, yeah, go ahead and let it out if you got to cry.
At one
it's
point,
a big deal.
we had 3 television monitors in the back of the truck. 3, not one. You
Wait,
guys, so
3 TVs?
yes.
Okay. Why do you call them monitors?
Well, they're not because they're like those Roku things. They're not
Oh,
like TVs
okay.
in the traditional sense. I
Well,
guess it
they
is.
have they're smart TVs.
Yeah, smart TVs.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
you can
Yeah.
watch TV on
You
them.
said
You can.
monitor. Like,
well,
okay,
not,
wait a
not like
minute.
computer monitors, but they're like they're
I
not.
got you.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I
They
mean.
don't
had
have a
3.
cable box.
Yes.
So he wanted this thing for video games, which whatever, stupid. But
3 of them?
no, not 3 of them.
Going to college with 3 TVs.
So he's got one,
Yeah.
right? Susan buys one at Walmart, and we're driving up. It's in the back. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't, whatever. So I'm looking at this thing going, that's awfully big for a dorm room. Like, there's no way. He's got 2 roommates there's 3 people in a room about 2/3 the size of the room we're in right now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So
yeah.
basically, if the wall was where you're sitting over to me, 3 people have to live in this spot. It's
Yeah.
pretty tight.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of submarine-like.
It's a little submarine-y.
Yeah.
So we get there and like, there's no way it's going to fit. So that's TV number 1.
Can't go in.
Susan gets on her phone and orders another smaller TV from Walmart that we're going to pick up later. So we're going to
What
get
a
there.
great mom.
She's on it.
Immediate, yes.
So we get there, and because she's like, oh, they're going to be picked over, they won't have anything. We get there, we go into the Walmart, and there's 9,000 TVs
Of course.
available for you. We find a different one that Michael likes better,
Smaller?
so we get that smaller. It's
Yeah.
pretty small.
Okay.
So we get that one, but she's already ordered and paid for the other one online. So we had to pick that TV up as well. You couldn't just cancel it and leave it there. You had to pick it up, return it, and that whole thing.
Yeah.
So we're like, we got to get back. We had 3 TVs in the back of the truck.
I would have pulled you over and arrested you. What are you doing with all these TVs? Where are you guys going?
It was a lot.
Crazy. Yes,
it was
that's
a lot.
awesome.
So we
Good for you,
yeah,
man.
It was
Yeah.
Did you have any interactions with his RA? Any sort of
no
like
RA. I met the other.
overwhelmingly
You met the other
positive
roommates?
people?
I met both of the roommates. I met one of them is a juggler.
Well, what?
Ah. Like,
Yeah.
Like a real
pins and
juggler?
stuff? Yeah.
No way.
Juggling.
Good
balls
with his
and
hands.
pins and all that kinds of stuff?
Balls,
Rings.
balls. I've only seen Michael showed me some videos of
Yeah.
balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael would always say, "I dare you to toss me a 5th ball."
Wow. Crazy.
He brought his clarinet and his saxophone.
Awesome.
Yep. So we got a musician in the group.
Cool guy.
Yep. And then I met the parents of one of them and the mom of the other. So yeah, we're off and
Wait,
running.
your son plays the sax?
No. The roommate.
Oh, the roommate
juggling
plays the
roommate
sax.
plays the sax and the clarinet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he plays
Okay.
while he's
Michael
juggling.
brought video games.
Plays
That tells
sax
you
while
what
he's
Michael brought.
juggling? That would be impressive. Yeah, that would be
Is
impressive.
this other guy an engineer as well?
He is.
Yeah,
How- why,
I
why,
could
why
clock
did you, why
that
did you guess?
immediately.
Why did you guess engineer and not I don't know, party animal?
Yeah, engineer and not, I don't know, sociology major. No, yeah, engineer fits that
Nice.
that description.
Wow.
Saw Cappy.
Did you? Yes,
Yeah.
you guys hooked up.
We
You know,
saw Cappy, met Cappy's daughter. She's lovely.
Okay,
she's
so
You guys
wonderful.
met up.
we've already
Yes.
got you guys married off. You know this, right? You and Cappy are going to be like related.
I'll tell you what,
We've already done this.
Michael could do way worse. Way worse. She was
Okay.
lovely.
That's-
She's fantastic.
See, it's working. Jorge,
She's
see?
very cute. She's very nice. She seemed really smart.
Must be
like,
bright to be at slow.
Yes.
She was terrific. I'm like, Michael, let's go.
Just as long as you do the
and they
wedding
had
on
a nice
air.
conversation. Like it was funny. Like usually, kind of when you meet people, it can be kind of awkward.
up?
It
Yeah.
wasn't awkward.
What's up?
No, he didn't do his.
Yeah. What's up?
He actually.
What's up?
He's like, hey, where you live? They had
Nice.
a conversation that sounded like two human beings talking to one another.
As long as the wedding's on air. There you go. You and Cappy together forever. Come
Yeah.
on, that'd be great.
Cappy said he was trying to move all the stuff from one side of the room to the other, and then he found out later that you could just kind of slide it. You didn't have to lift it up and
Oh
move
man,
it over.
poor guy.
So,
Poor
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also moving in the girl was much more difficult than moving in the guy.
Tell me
I'm
about
sure.
it. A
I'm
lot
sure.
more stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. I did. You know, I was the kid that did bring a TV to college. I did.
We-
I brought a TV and a
But
VCR.
when you
But
and
like a
I
chunky
went,
one,
you had
yeah.
to have like either a cable hookup in the dorm, which my dorm didn't
Yeah.
have, or you had to have like a TV with like the rabbit ears.
I was
yeah.
worried about TV. Like movies, VHS.
Oh, you wanted to watch
So I
movies.
brought the VCR,
Okay.
and the dude I picked up that rode with me, he brought like a box of encyclopedias, and I thought that was like the
Did you
dumbest
not
thing.
live with another football player?
Yeah, he was from San Fran.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm from the Bay, so we hooked up. We drove up to Washington together.
He brought in a set of encyclopedias.
A set of encyclopedias to
Did
college.
you not have a library? I've
That's
been in
what
a
I said.
library at Washington.
I
It's
s-
beautiful.
We toured the campus together. There's a huge library.
But you
Why are
wanted to
you
look
bringing
up
books
things
to
without-
school?
You
Huh?
wanted to look up things in the privacy of your own dorm and not having to trudge all the way to the
Odegaard
library.
Library.
Have you ever
is-
seen
yes,
encyclopedias,
it's
Em?
huge.
I
Yes.
have,
Okay,
yes.
they're- like a whole
I know,
set
they're
would take up a
massive.
whole wall.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I had a pickup truck. Half the pickup truck were these books. I'm like, you're bringing books to college.
Oh, you guys rode up together.
Together, he drove to my house. We got in we put all our stuff in my pickup truck, and we drove up to college.
Was he a brainiac, a smart guy?
He thinks he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he thinks he's from San Francisco. They all think they're smart.
Well,
Yeah.
he's not smart enough to leave the encyclopedias
That's what
behind.
I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, I'm going up. I don't know about you. I'm going up to have a good time. Yeah.
Are they digital now? Or you think they're digital? They still make them?
Encyclopedias?
It's called
Just
Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like we're walking around campus. There's this giant library. I'm like, why haven't they plowed that thing under and put something else up? Like you
They
don't.
study there.
Well, that's what Susan
Yeah,
said. Well, you
yeah.
need a space to go study. I'm like, I understand
That's why you
that,
got
but
Starbucks.
You can make little pods, right?
Right.
There's other places
There you
to
go.
go.
And maybe there are. I had to actually use the library a lot for some like research and stuff. They had big chunky books that I don't
And
want to
sleep.
buy that I didn't have
But
access to.
can't you look them up online?
Yeah.
So no, mostly
No?
not. You have to read the books, and they
what
don't
you get for
release the
Yeah.
entirety of the thing online unless you want to buy it, and they didn't want to buy it.
I can read.
We were we were at the bookstore and so we're getting.
Oh,
I got
how
a
much did you
sweatshirt.
spend?
Not zero.
Okay.
And so I'm like, hey, do you have your class schedule? Do we need to get anything? He's like, huh? I'm like, you have to buy books for your classes.
He hasn't
what?
looked at what?
He's getting there. Let
What?
him learn.
What do you mean?
Yeah, let
like,
him learn.
Yeah, like what? Give me. I said, what? Give me a class, like English 134, whatever it is. And so we walk into the books, find the. These are the books.
These are the books you need right here.
right.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
They definitely said that to him probably a month in advance. I got mine.
Fine friends.
By the time I moved into my UVA, I that same day was picking up my books. I was like, I pre-ordered my books. Hey, like here we go, Mom and Dad helped me carry this to my dorm.
We had all the conversations about what is important, what is not important. If you find yourself in this situation, this is
Oh,
how
you did?
when you call me. This is when you call me, not after this happens,
Yeah.
before this happens. You know, all of these things. This is what you don't do. This is where you got to
When
be
the
a little
cops
careful.
show up,
I'm your first call. Yeah.
Thank you.
All of
and I
those
will
things.
never be mad at you.
Yes, that's what I said.
I
I
will
said
never
I
be
might
mad at
get
you.
mad, but I'm on your side.
Absolutely.
We will get through my initial poor reaction.
Yes.
but I am on your side. Call me, and then he looks at Mom like, I'll call you.
Oh,
Like probably a better idea.
you did good. You done good.
It was a good day. It was a good couple of days. Dodgers win their 90th game last night. That is no joke, except for it bothers me a little bit. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
For free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. With ZipRecruiter, you can forget your frustrations because we find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Fantastic.
So, whether you need to hire 4, 40, or 400 people, get ready to meet first-rate talent. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. Don't forget, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Finally, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers and Kirk Morrison this Sunday for their live Rams postgame show from Ray's Lounge at Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes and party with Travis, Kirk, and fellow ESPN LA fans. Hollywood Park Casino is Los Angeles' premier card room casino and entertainment destination. Enjoy a postgame meal and drink at Ray's Lounge right after the game. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
At GNC, we know motivation can come from anywhere. You could be at the gym, totally focused on yourself and your own goals. You refuse to be gym-intimidated. Maybe you're on a weight loss journey, a new path to change your life. Nothing's gonna stop you. Or maybe you're putting in overtime on those booty goals. No shame in getting those gains round back. You could just be out to prove that when it comes to pickleball, you are a pickle baller. No matter what motivates you, we have the fuel to keep you going. Fuel your fitness at GNC.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch the most live NFL games all in one place, which means you can watch the Rams and the Colts and the Vikings and the Bengals and the Buccaneers and the Chargers, or whoever you're rooting for, all in your living room. But not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Watch every game every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Hey, yeah, my theme song.
This is your one? Is this the one that gets
used to be.
Get you going?
This is the guy with the earring and the crushed velour sweatsuit and, you know,
I love
hanging
that you're
out.
a velour man.
Velour. Everybody had them. Didn't you have? Who didn't have a velour
I had
sweatsuit?
velour. I never had the velour sweatsuit. I had velour shirts when I was like in middle school.
Back in the day? Okay.
Yeah.
Jabot jeans. What was the other one?
I don't know those either.
Yeah, popular. Everything that was like popular and expensive. Yeah.
I was a 501s man.
Back in the day with the button fly.
Yes, I have them on today.
Yeah, see? Absolutely.
Yeah, I could fit in them again.
Are you talking about Jinko jeans, like JNCO jeans?
No, Jabot. I'll look them up. Jabot jeans.
You're not a
and
Vidal Sassoon man?
Man, okay, see, you're
Wait,
bringing up old
Sassoon
stuff.
was hair. What was the jeans?
Jordache. Vidal Sassoon, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same as like me flunking gym class because the shorts didn't fit.
What happened?
Jordache jeans are like discriminatory.
They're not for
made,
a man of your size?
They're not made for butt like this. No. Look too tight. They dip in the back. You can see my underwear. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, not happening. No.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't think that Jordache were cut for somebody
That's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
or for me. I'll throw myself in there
right.
too.
That's just guys with big butts
like
and Jordache
they're
jeans.
slim. You could be a Wrangler man.
I tried Wranglers too.
Yeah.
They don't fit right in the front. So
Oh.
yeah, but 501s are
All right,
perfect.
then.
Yeah, they're perfect. They're perfect. Yes.
I've never heard it quite put like that,
Yes.
that they don't fit in the front. Dodgers beat the Marlins yesterday. This is the 11th straight year that they've won 90 or more games. That's pretty damn impressive.
Then why aren't you happy?
Because
that's awesome. You got to remember, there's some like poverty franchises out there that would love to have this run.
Sure.
Like that would love to be like, we
No
won
doubt.
90 games for the 5th year in a row.
No doubt.
Okay, so just remember that.
Okay.
Angels.
Do you no, you're right.
Yes.
The Angels have been, I think they've been under 500 9 years
And
in
you
a row.
hate Boston Red Sox fans, right?
They're pretty obnoxious.
Okay, just remember that before you start to get too upset about.
Difference is the Red Sox have won some World Series in 162 game seasons over the last quarter century. They've won, I think, 4 of them.
Okay.
Okay. The Dodgers have won 0. The Dodgers in this 11 straight seasons of 90 or more wins have won the World Series, and the 90 wins didn't happen during the pandemic, but they were on a pace to do that.
Correct.
But it was that weird season where they, playing in weird ballparks with sparse crowds, et cetera, et cetera. All this does is remind me of how good they've been and how close they have been to winning World Series, or at least being in the tournament, and haven't punched the tickets. Emily, you put your finger on it this morning. It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
It's they're in the regular season.
Except you don't have an obnoxious owner.
No, it's not. The ownership thing isn't the same, but the results are, hey, we're really good again this year.
Yeah.
We won the division again
10
this year.
plus
We
wins.
won 10-plus wins. We won 90 games. We're going into the playoffs feeling good about ourselves.
This year it'll be different.
This year it'll be different, and then just splat.
Would you rather win 5-6 games a year and never be in it?
No, what I would want-
would you want to win 50 games a year and never be close to in it?
No. What I would like is to have one of those 90-plus win seasons turned into a 162-game season World Series. I don't need to go 11 for 11.
Yeah.
I'm not delusional. 11 for more than a decade, you have been either the best or one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. And that they haven't done it. And again, there are extenuating circumstances. Astros ripped them off with the cheating scandal. Red Sox just pounded them the year that the Red Sox beat them. The pandemic
Didn't
happened.
Altuve just get hurt?
He got something off his toe and then took his shoe off and got ejected, which was actually pretty fun.
Do you wish harm on that man? A little bit? Just a
Yeah,
tiny bit? Okay.
yeah.
I mean, how big was that shoe?
Yeah, it's like the ones at Foot Locker that they put right in front of the little baby,
Right, little shoe.
baby Jordan.
Oh, he's so cute.
Size 3.
I can put it on my rearview mirror.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I just would love to. I know that I'm spoiled. I know that it's a problem of being a fan of a team that wins a bunch of games, but it just was one of those. I saw it yesterday when it happened. I'm like, that's really cool. And then you start thinking about it. They didn't win the World
I don't
Series.
think you're spoiled. I think you're frustrated. Spoiled is if you win every year and you expect to win. That's spoiled. I think you're really and legitimately frustrated. Like
Scarred almost.
90 wins isn't enough for you. You need more.
But the goal isn't to win 90 games. The goal is to win the World Series. The goal, if you're the Angels, and I'm not picking, I don't want to pick on the Angels. If the Angels won 90 games, that's a good season for them.
They drop
That's
a banner.
really good season for them. The Kansas City Royals, these teams that are kind of up and down. And the Baltimore Orioles last year were good for the first time in forever. The Orioles were a really good team last year, made the playoffs, got beat in the first round. Nobody was disappointed.
No.
Because they went and they got.
You gave them hope.
The Dodgers go to the playoffs, get beat in the first round, and the sky is falling.
You're sick of hope. You want to win. You want to win now. Just don't ruin the parade. Don't be too bitter.
I'm not bitter.
Don't be too bitter.
Well,
you know?
I'm a little bitter.
A tiny bit. You may be a little bit bitter.
I'm a little bitter.
Yeah, you're a little bit bitter. You need a lot right now, but just don't cheapen the parade when you do win.
But
you should be happy. This team won 90. It's not easy to win 90.
It's not.
Yeah.
But I'll use this. I'll use the Rams as an example.
Yeah.
The Rams have been in the playoffs a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Went to the Super Bowl
twice.
The first one when they lost, it was like, all right, they're trending in the right direction. The McVay shows up. You go to the playoffs. The next year, you go a little deeper. You go to the Super Bowl. And even with a loss, while disappointing, it felt like a successful season. It felt like something that you were very proud of and that you were stacking things on top of. Then the next year didn't go great, but then you start building it again. They get there the second time and bang, they punch the ticket. And now, not that I don't want them to go back this year or whatever, but because they've won a Super Bowl recently and they've climbed the mountain recently, it feels like no matter what happens, it's like, we were just there. And the Dodgers, it's been since 1988 since they've won a full season World Series.
You don't count the World Series.
I count it, but it's different.
It's different.
It's not less, but it's different.
I mean, it's still a championship.
It is.
Everybody played under the same rules, and you won it.
I'm not saying it's not a championship. I'm not, but it's a different one.
You won on a minimum day.
Here,
you won on a minimum day.
That's
so what?
right. Here's why this one always makes me kind of go,
What?
They played the World Series that year right when the Dodgers play their best baseball at about game 65, 70. That's when the Dodgers just take off.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Over the last 10 years, they usually start decent but not white hot. And then after about a month and a half, they take off. It's exactly what happened in the playoffs. Where they tend to fade is right about now. They kind of get a little soft, and then they go into the playoffs and thud.
Dang.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guys that have rings then. I really do. They've been cheapened.
They're talking about the short season
You
ring?
just cheapened their achievement. That's a big deal for a little bit. You know, you said it was set up for them. You know, it was perfect time for you.
You said it, I think, which is everybody was playing under the same set of rules, right?
Same set of rules.
And that's why it's not less. It's when the Lakers won in the bubble. It's not that it doesn't count, but it's wildly different. And what the Lakers took advantage of that year was their two best guys, LeBron and AD, they got a 2-month break in the middle of the season.
Correct.
And where they struggle is by just the attrition of the long season. Well, they didn't have the attrition of a long season. They got 2 months to get right and then just a sprint to the finish line.
Not their fault.
They nailed it.
Yes.
Same
You're
thing
fighting
with
Tyson
the
in a phone booth. He's got the advantage, but so what? So what? You still got to beat him.
Are you going to watch him fight that Jake Paul guy?
No, because if he knocks out Mike Tyson, that's it. The world's over. I swear.
Mike Tyson's 60.
That would be. I don't care if he knocks out Mike Tyson. That would be the end of the world. Yeah, all the belts are null and void if he beats Mike Tyson.
No, that'd be 60.
He will. We will never hear the end of it if he knocks out Mike Tyson. Ever. Next thing you know, he's running for president. I'm telling you, watch. It won't stop there. Come on, Mike.
That's not a real fight, though, right?
It's going to be a real fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's in for a lot of trouble. I mean, Mike can still fight.
Jake Paul's in trouble?
Yeah, it's still Mike Tyson. Yeah, if Mike doesn't get you out of there in 6 minutes, then maybe you got a problem. But I don't think you last that 6 minutes, the 2 rounds. Even at this age.
I hope you're right. No, for sure. But Kenny, is he fast enough still?
Oh, yeah, he's still quick. I just don't know if he can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never lose your ability to throw punches. I just don't know if he can take a punch at that age.
Remember, he fought against Roy Jones Jr. Right?
Yeah.
And then they kept asking him, well, how do you feel about fighting Mike? And then Mike comes to the mic. He's like, yo, listen, how come you're not asking me how I feel this guy taking punches at me? You got to ask me, too. He's like, it's not the same.
Crazy. I was surprised Roy made it through that. I really did. I thought Mike would knock Roy's head off. But
Mike's a lot bigger than Roy, isn't he?
That's what you think. But Roy is a better boxer than you give him credit for. But, 90 wins.
Did you used to go to a bunch of those Tyson fights back in the day?
All the time.
Me, too.
It was fun going to Vegas when Oscar was on top.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
The back part of Tyson's career in Vegas got a little scary.
More than a little. Were you at the one where he bit him?
Yes.
Me too.
Great seats.
Yeah.
We were 5 rows off ringside.
We must have been sitting right next to each other.
Were you
besties.
We had the Georgetown 3 showed up and sat right in front of us.
Okay, that doesn't sound familiar to me.
Morning,
okay,
Ewing, and Mutombo all sitting together.
Please tell me they weren't in front of you.
Right in front of us. Right in front of us.
We had 3 7-footers right in front of you.
Until, yes.
That is amazing.
Crazy. But you should revisit the 90 wins. You should. And you should feel right about
how should I feel about it?
You should feel like consider yourself a poverty franchise. Scrap everything you know and just
But they're not.
And just focus on what just happened this year. That's an achievement.
I hear it. It's something. I don't know if it's something because they're not a poverty franchise. They spend more money than just about everybody.
Yes.
They buy the best free agents that are available. This isn't a team that everything has to break right for them to win 90 games.
Dang.
This is Mookie Betts makes $300 million. Freddie Freeman makes $150 million. Shohei Ohtani makes $700 million. Yamamoto makes $300. Glasnow makes $125.
Is it fun for you to be a Dodgers fan? Be honest. Is it fun? Are you having a good time?
The regular season is not a lot of fun, and the postseason is worse.
And sports fandom isn't all about having fun.
So that means
it's about living and dying with your team.
I just need one. I just need one.
They're winning, and he's dying.
And the thing is,
I've seen it too many times.
If they don't win the World Series, or if they don't even go to the World Series this year, the only memorable thing about the season is Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Nothing else about the season is memorable.
Okay.
It's Ohtani's first season. That's why it's kind of disappointing. Even if you have 90 wins,
winning.
it's disappointing.
Who
cares?
You should buy us a pair of tickets to the Right Field Pavilion tomorrow night because we could get rich. I'll
Done.
explain it to you next. It's DeMarco and Trav, 710 ESPN. Speaking of, Joseph S. Normand. The law offices at Joseph S. Normand.
Good
If
people.
you've been
Yeah.
hurt in an accident, absolutely, DeMarco, and you want somebody that's going to treat you like family, right? You want somebody that's going to give you the best advice, that's going to make sure you get what you're entitled to, that you deserve, and that's what Joe can do for us.
I need a friendly voice on the other side of the phone. I mean, I got my car's all dented. There's issues there. I don't know who to believe, who to talk to. It's nice to talk to somebody that has your back, that feels like family. That is Joseph S. Normand.
213-747-2000. That's the law offices for Joseph S. Normand. You can, of course, go online at normandlegal.com. When my older son was involved in an accident, I called Joe, and the peace of mind that comes along with knowing that somebody that knows the insurance game, the insurance company, DeMarco, I know that Joe talked to you about this.
Yeah.
They're not on your side. They're on their own side.
He told me the truth, and that's
Right.
scary. So that's what I mean. Have somebody that has your back on your side. Many choices in the legal team, but family always comes first. Call this number, 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
213-747-2000, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Give him a call.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
See, just when you thought that I was not your foxhole guy, you said something during the break there that brought me back.
What'd I say?
I'm not fighting in the gym either.
I'm not going to fight anybody in the gym.
What are you looking at?
Just this video. Are you calling this Twitter or X?
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, so a video on Twitter. 2 gym bros fighting over like a cable machine.
Oh, I saw that.
They're definitely roided out or something.
Dude, I'm not fighting you over the
Like,
cable machine.
It's my turn to do a set. No, it's my turn, and they
Right.
start punching each other.
It's my cable machine. I'm using it. Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. I'm not fighting you over that. That's dumb. I'll just move down.
You said you do some push-ups.
I'll go do push-ups. I'll go bench press. I'll even wipe down the machine when you're done. I'm fine. Just go ahead. Go ahead. I can wait.
Is there anything harder in the world than a push-up? Or maybe a pull-up. A pull-up's
That's
harder.
hard. If my life came down to a pull-up, I am dead. I am a dead man. I'm telling you.
Hey, okay.
Wow.
Give me this.
I have long arms.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's part of the problem. Those guys that are really good at those have little teeny tiny little alligator arms.
No doubt. Yes.
Like Altuve.
Like Altuve's
Little
probably
guy.
good at pull-ups. Yes.
I bet he is. See,
Yeah.
I
Less
bet he
body
is.
mass.
He weighs 104 pounds.
Yeah.
He's got his arms are 6 inches long.
Jorge, can you do pull-ups?
Maybe right now, maybe 5.
5 pull-ups. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I could do 0. Like
Right.
you said, if your life to. I couldn't even get to this. I'd just be hanging there like this.
Could
I'd
you
just
guys
be
do
fully extended. That's it. Pull the trigger.
That's
I'm
it.
out.
I'm done. Yes.
Could you guys do a backflip or a pull-up first?
Not on
Which one
purpose.
could you do first?
A backflip.
Neither.
If you had to, if your life depended on it,
To try,
if you had to land a backflip or successfully
just
do a pull-up, which would
flat-footed
you
on
do?
the ground.
Yes.
Or a pull-up. I'll take the pull-up.
I think I would too.
I take the
I
pull-up.
couldn't do
Yeah.
either. I'd break my neck if I wouldn't even know how to try to do a
A
backflip.
backflip? Yeah, just hope you're going to land right on your head.
But I would just basically just be like a backflop. Like I couldn't even get my feet in the air.
Yeah. Did you saw Sunday, right? Rams, Arizona?
Of course.
Did you see Buda
unfortunately.
Baker do kip-ups after making tackles?
I saw it right at the beginning of the game. It was on the
Yes.
first series where he did that. I'm like, wait a second.
He's amazing.
He's a freak.
Yes. Another guy I wish that was out of Arizona.
Buda
Baker, because he would get more notoriety for what he does. I mean, watching that tape, going back and watching the Rams first, of course.
Yeah.
But then watching it from a defensive perspective.
Did you go back and watch the tape?
I watched it 4 times.
Is there anything better the second through fourth?
You know,
time?
there's actually some pretty good plays in there. They're just surrounded by a bunch of bad ones.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cardinals just outplayed them. But there are some good
What
plays.
were the good ones?
They had a few runs that popped. They had a few, like the one where Stafford got clean and threw the ball deep.
Okay.
I mean, creating off schedule. There's some good stuff surrounded by a bunch of bad.
All right.
Yeah. So, but Buda Baker really jumps off the tape. So, yes.
Show
and
you-
then does a kip up during the game.
When were you in the best shape of your life? In college, in the NFL?
Probably around 96, 97.
Okay.
Best shape ever, like
Yeah.
no pain and
Just you
fast,
feel
strong.
good. Yeah, you're strong.
95, 96.
Could you
Yeah.
could you have done one of those?
A kip up?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could.
Back then.
Wow.
I didn't have any injuries then.
Yeah, but that's still like flat on your back, kick your feet up, land on your feet.
And on your feet. Nothing
Yeah.
I was healthy. I was happy then. Yes.
I'm impressed.
I was single then. I wasn't a father yet.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that'll slow you down. That's a whole nother.
No doubt, yes.
It's a whole nother set of circumstances. Em, you started to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, by the way, brush up on your Rams trivia.
Oh, yeah.
Party and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Tune in to win the ultimate game day prize from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes this Sunday's tailgate passes at the casino and game day tickets to SoFi. Listen for your cue to call today, 877-710-ESPN, and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack at Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 and older to enter, and you'll be there for the postgame on Sunday, right?
We will be there post game. Me and Kirk will be right at the Rays Lounge, right where we always are. So looking forward to that.
The real Kirk.
You get to you have to answer a Rams trivia question to win the prize. Em?
Yeah, just brush up on some Rams trivia, and maybe you'll get an option for these game day tickets.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
I want that hat, Jorge, when we beat you.
Oh,
I
did you
want
guys
that
put a
hat.
little
No, I'm
wager?
doing it right now.
No.
When we beat you, I want that hat.
This hat's been with me since 2014,
I won't destroy
my man.
it. I won't destroy it. It'll be in my
2014.
possession. Come on, I want that
Where
hat.
would you put it in your home?
Oh, in the trophy case. I'd hang it right on
You
top
won
of the
it.
Lombardi. I
That's
want
right.
that hat. Yes.
Do you have a Lombardi trophy in your house?
I was going to bring it here.
Oh, you got to do that.
I was going to bring it here. for you. They gave us all replicas. They're huge.
Like life size?
Yeah, it's
What is it about like that?
a little bit smaller than the original, but it's
Okay.
almost as big and just as heavy.
As big as a tripod here?
No, it's not that big,
If you
is it?
take off the top part of it, it's about that size.
like
Yeah,
that,
right about
right?
there.
Okay.
Right
Cool.
about there. It's a real Lombardi.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was going to bring it in one day. Yeah. Should I bring it in?
Yes.
Is that cool? Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to leave it here, though.
No, I wouldn't. I would definitely not leave it here. That seems like a
I'll
bad
bring it
idea.
for Jorge because I know you haven't seen one.
Yeah, since 95, my man.
Yeah, but you have your ring on today?
No, not today.
No? Okay.
Not today. Well, I got to kind of dress up when I wear it. You can't wear a ring with
No,
t-shirt.
I
Yeah.
didn't think so. But, I just like to. I'm
That's
trying to
kinda
figure out the
tacky.
formula.
No, that's tacky.
Or it's baller. It's one or the other.
If I put a collared shirt on, then I can wear the ring.
A golf shirt and a Super Bowl
And
ring.
anything else is fine. Yes.
Shohei's 50th home run ball is being estimated that it might be worth maybe a couple $100,000.
Wow.
And that's a ball. They think it might even go for more than that. They got a game today in Miami. Then they got some games here in L.A., and then they finished the season in Colorado. You should go get us some pavilion seats, and you can be the lead blocker, and I'll catch it.
Well, Are we going to split it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to split it. Okay,
we're going to share the
in.
proceeds.
I thought I'm doing all the work.
I need you. No. You clear out the space.
Okay.
I'll make the catch.
I'm
and
in.
then we'll go at auction.
Let's go. I'm in. What, $200,000? Really? What did Bonds and McGuire? What did those home run balls go for?
So the Bonds one was a weird one. I was reading about the Bonds one this morning. So there was a discrepancy as to who got it. Right. So some guy caught it.
Yeah.
Got knocked down, and in the scrum it came out. Somebody else got it.
Okay.
So they went to court over who had the ball, and you could see the video. This one guy had it. Like,
wait a minute. Are we catch, no catch on a home run ball?
They split it.
Wow.
They split it. The judge or the jury, I don't know if it went for a judge or a jury, they split the money, and it went really low. And again, Bonds was a weird one because A, nobody liked him.
Yeah.
And B, the whole steroid cloud was weird.
How much did it go for, though?
Like less than $500,000.
And Ohtani's ball would be less
about
than
$250,000.
I thought it would be more than that.
Well,
Ohtani's the face of baseball. He might be
the difference is, though, this was an all-time major league record. This was the one that broke Hank Aaron's record.
50-50 has never been done.
But,
I understand.
You can get 50 before you get 50 steals, and so
they say it doesn't have it. That it's the 50th home run. Apparently, is the one that's going to be worth it.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
How much does Ohtani want to pay to get it back?
That's the question, right? So when Judge broke the American League record, the guy just gave it back to him. He got some signed stuff and got to meet him and gave it back. Other people have kept the stuff, sold things.
He gave it back with a handshake?
Yep.
Oh, that's dumb.
You got it's like winning the lottery. You have to keep it for yourself.
At least some season tickets, something, a
or
jersey.
Or you get something out of that player that really wants it. And
but I don't know if like Ohtani's going to scratch a check for $300,000 or $200,000 for his ball. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
The Dodgers might be able to come up with some sort of package with tickets and swag and
something.
But if
Ohtani's had more than that come out of his account without him really knowing.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Maybe Ipe could write the check, and we'll just go from there.
Not from where he is. Yeah, not right now. Yeah,
you got to take that to auction. You got to get the last possible dollar, right?
It depends on who catches it, and I've heard a lot of people that said they just would give it to Ohtani. It's really his. It's not yours.
Once it leaves its bats, it's whoever catches it, right?
I get it. And if I'm Ohtani, I don't think I would really care about it.
Yeah, I did it. I don't need the ball. I have the
bat.
I have the helmet. I have the whatever other stuff
and
there is.
$700 million in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't need it. But I mean, I'm not gonna try to outbid you for my own ball.
No.
Yeah. If you want to give it to me and I'll give you something in return, then so be it. But don't expect anything from me.
I'm going to auction.
You would?
Going once, going twice, for $100,000, $125,000, $150,000, $200,000 in the back.
Who would pay over $1 million for that ball? Who would pay $500,000 for that ball?
I'm not a memorabilia guy necessarily, so you're asking the wrong person, but people do all the time.
I'm
this
just
stuff
shocked.
is worth millions.
I would love to. Maybe Japan. Somebody in Japan would do it.
It could be a Japanese person. It could be somebody here that's a baseball. I mean, it could be anybody.
If I had the cash, that would be something I would buy and then put in the safety deposit box for your kids. Just hang on to this.
Do you put it in the Hall of Fame? It's yours, but you get to display it in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You get free tickets to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, bro, I'm come here to see my ball.
I'm a Hall of Famer. I am a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
See?
Write your name on the back.
Right there.
Get a Sharpie, like
I
Little
am in the
Leaguers.
Hall of Fame. That's good.
Hit this home run off Timmy Thompson
nice.
when I was playing for the Hinshaws.
Nice. Wasn't Ohtani 1-for-5?
He had a steal last night.
Last night.
Yeah, he had a hit in the first inning, had a steal, advanced it, and they never got him in. They ended up winning the game, but
your stat you gave me about Ohtani hitting with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, this is barely over 200.
That's shocking.
It's weird.
That doesn't make sense. That does not
trying
make
to
sense.
do a little too much.
Can
maybe?
you make sense of that for me?
I think maybe trying to do a little bit, push a little too hard. He'll be fine. Look, look, hold on. Don't do this to me. It's the one person I'm optimistic about. He's the one guy on the whole damn team.
He'll be fine.
He's the one guy on the team that I have complete and total faith in. And you're like,
what about that batting average with runners in scoring position? We're good. We're good.
I don't. Come on.
But I'm with you. I'll be your fullback. You catch it. Just make sure you catch it and don't drop it.
Now I'm worried about Ohtani.
Don't be worried.
Look what you did.
You're okay.
The Far Side coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Hey, we're getting close to the end of September, which means you're going to want to put the Prize Picks app on your phone because in the month of September, they're giving you a freebie at Prize Picks. You know what Prize Picks is by now, right? You pick more, you pick less. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Caleb Williams will throw for more than a half a yard on Sunday? I like his chances. One complete pass, and you win at Prize Picks. They're giving you free wins all September, but when that's gone, It's gone. And right now at Prize Picks, you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. I love playing Prize Picks baseball. Football is awesome, right? You can do a game tonight. You got a Thursday night game. Go take a look at Aaron Rodgers. Go take a look at Jacoby Brissett. More or less on their stat projections, that is Prize Picks, right? Download the app today and use the 710 code for a first deposit match of up to $100. And when you use the code 710, you're going to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code 710 on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland. Today I won after Travis and DeMarco.
No, I think you've always been exactly what you set out to be, which is respectfully mediocre.
Yeah, don't come at me about my singing
and
voice.
And by the way, we're the only show on this station that can sing.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
#24 Jacob, or visit him online at calljacob.com. Jacob's the real deal.
Call Jacob.
Get ready for the all-new Athleta Presents Gold Over America Tour. Join Simone Biles and America's best gymnasts for a night of action-packed gymnastics. Friday, September 20th at Crypto.com Arena. Fun for the whole family. You and your kids will love this high-energy spectacle. Music, lights, breathtaking flips, and Gold Squad dancers. Let's go! Friday, September 20th at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets on sale now at goldoverAmericaTour.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Calling all tradespeople, maintenance, and facilities pros. DeWalt is hooking up you and a teammate with 2 tickets to the Rams home opener versus the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday the 22nd. Plus a new DeWalt Tough System 2.0 DXL workstation. Just snap a pic of you and your team working hard on the job site and post it on @ESPN Los Angeles Facebook and Instagram with hashtag #MyDeWaltToughTeam. One lucky fan will score 2 tickets to the Rams vs 49ers and a new DeWalt Tough System 2.0 DXL workstation. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, TCU walked into the locker room at halftime in the 2016 Alamo Bowl, down 31-0. The Horned Frog stormed into the second half and erased a 31-point deficit to force overtime, and eventually won it in the third overtime, 47-41.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
I rush home as soon as we're done because I know no one's going to be there. So I can take everything off and just relax. And I rush home.
Like, where do you post up after after your
trail of
relaxation
clothes.
has begun? Where are we? On the couch? We're in your bedroom?
It depends on what I got to do. I may have to do some laundry. May have to cook a little bit.
You're cooking
Absolutely.
while relaxed.
Look, it's a trail of clothes. Left foot, right shoe.
Hopefully not like bacon or anything that splatters.
It does hurt sometimes.
Oh,
it does.
man.
Every now and then. Every now and then. You got to be perfect. You got to be perfect. But yes. Have you guys ever? You know the song "Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson? Emily?
Maybe if I heard it.
No. It's pretty heavy. But
okay.
I think I've heard this song 1,000 times in my life.
Okay.
But I never read the lyrics. Now I don't like the song.
Oh.
You ever done that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I didn't know that song was that dark. I was just in it for the screaming and the guitar. Yeah.
You like the beat.
I did like the beat.
And I find that most men are beat and like sound forward, and most women are lyric forward.
I could care less what you say. I just. This is how
I've
you,
heard this.
This is how you get warmed up for a workout, especially like an upper body day.
Yeah.
You might want to fight in the gym, but not me. But just listen to the lyrics. Anyway, got me going. And by the way, our accountability text.
Yes.
You're getting them, right?
Oh, yeah.
The one that Mason started.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that one.
There's 6 people on this now.
There's a lot.
Who are you guys on the accountability? No,
thank God.
You don't want to be on it?
I don't like group texts.
It's just an accountability deal.
And that's what I don't like.
I didn't put you. I got to put them on. Okay, just making sure you like them, right? Do they keep you motivated? Do they make you feel bad?
So here's
because that's not the intent.
We being honest.
Very honest.
Okay, I liked it when it was smaller.
Too many people now?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. My phone's buzzing too much, and there's a lot of thumbs up and heart emojis and some other things going on. I liked it when it was a little bit of a tighter circle.
Okay.
I'm going to participate. Yeah. I'm going to do it. Since we started the new one yesterday, I had already started You, Me, and Mason earlier in the day, so I'll jump on this one.
Can
a
we
little
cap
later.
it? Do you want to cap it
No,
at 6?
no. I'm not going to be the guy that ruins it for other people, but I prefer smaller groups to larger.
Okay, I got a family chat that does that.
Okay.
My phone vibrates all the time. And it drives me nuts, and I'm not involved.
I could silence it.
You could.
And I can just check it when I get a second.
It's supposed to be like motivational.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like detrimental.
No, it's not.
Okay,
it's not.
Good.
Yeah.
But I want everyone to get on it at some point. Yes, Jorge, Emily? Not even.
I'm in.
Look, no, not even close.
Use our normal text to do it then.
Dang. You don't like group text.
I really don't like group text most of the time.
What is it about it you don't like?
I don't like the notifications. I don't like being. Most
Fair.
of it is
Very fair.
uninteresting. Some of it is interesting.
Okay.
Majority of group texts are uninteresting.
Well, you know what I just heard right
What?
there? She finds you uninteresting.
Is that what I heard? I heard that too.
I find you lovely and very interesting, which is why we want to see the Far Side.
Yes.
To
Nice.
hear more of your story.
This is the Far Side. We're in it right now. We're talking about it right now. Just curious. Yeah, I like it's motivation for me. Like when I get up in the morning, if it's 4 and it's dark, I can't let you guys down. I have to get up and get going. I'm serious.
No, you take it seriously.
So
I
by the
understand
time
that.
I turn on the camera, I have talked myself into walking as I'm outside.
When I just silently dip out of that group text, when it says Travis has left the group, will you judge me?
Don't do that.
Not yet.
Come
I haven't
on,
done
I
it
need
yet.
you. I need you.
I
Cap
got
finally showed up.
I know, he did this morning.
Did you see his hair in the video?
It was a little wild.
See, this is what you guys need to be on the group text for.
Yeah, Cappy's hair was all over the place.
Cappy's hair, and Cappy's hilarious. It's just funny. I'm glad he's back on the men.
One piece of accountability is getting Travis's updates on my Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Is that he's walking so much, and then I'm like, okay, well then I need to swim. That's the only thing I'm like, I want to have a notification, but it's not a group text.
It's just the
okay.
two
I
of
got
us.
you. So we'll do the group.
Okay. Yeah.
Accountability, and you will. You'll be accountable to Emily.
Yes.
Just you and her. I like that. Yeah, and I love when you send me how fast you walk and run.
I was slow this week because I had to do it in little parcels.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you how fast I went this morning.
What'd you do?
I don't want to tell you. You might get mad.
Hit me.
12-minute miles.
No.
We were flying today.
That's running.
Okay. We picked it up a notch. I'm just saying. You started it. You got me going with it.
I got to double down.
Absolutely.
All right.
This is where we're going.
Okay.
We're going to the Pro Bowl. All right, one
it.
thing. I know this is bad and it's taboo. We can't talk about it, but I am so sad about the whole Diddy thing because that was so much a part of my life. Like Hulk Hogan, that was a part of my childhood.
Can you still appreciate his music?
No, I cannot play his music. R. Kelly, I deleted the day. Same thing with him. But I did go to 2 Diddy parties in my life. Right. One was in New Orleans, and it was this thing called Empire, this really big warehouse they turned into a nightclub. So I had a lot of fun. I got into the VIP, not the VIP, but the VIP, and I was within, say, 15 yards of Diddy, and it was a little unnerving because of how people were treating him or how he treated people around him.
Give me an example.
Most people are there to have fun and hook up. Right?
Sure.
It seemed like he was there to have people pledge fealty.
Oh.
And that's what it seemed like.
That's weird.
And this was way back in New Orleans when the Rams and the Patriots, Tom Brady's first Super Bowl. This is way back then, before this had even come out. So it was weird, so not shocked at all. But that same night, me and my brother got on the wrong bus back to the hotel, shuttle.
Okay.
Little shuttle, my older brother.
Okay.
It turned out to be Ja Rule's shuttle, and we didn't know. And he got on. And he was hammered, right?
Did he whoa, what's up, DeMarco? Or
well,
what are you doing on my shuttle?
Like all these dudes kept getting on, and then Ja Rule got on, and he was being dragged by this girl, right? Because he was completely hammered.
I believe the word is assisted.
He was being dragged. Yeah. And he looked at me and my brother who are these people, right? And it turned a little scary for a minute, well, I'm not getting out to walk. And he's not getting out to walk.
Yeah.
You can drop me off on the way, but I'm not getting off this bus. I'm tired.
You had just been out of the league for a couple of years at this point, right?
Yeah, so I'm used to double teams and triple teams and whatnot. And these are all little small dudes, but it just got a little hairy for a hot minute. But just that whole situation, going back, and then we went to his suite for a minute.
Ja Rule's suite?
Ja Rule's suite, and we met, and we talked, and we kind of hashed it out.
Ja Rule,
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule. This is when he was super popular, too. This is 2001. So
you went back to his suite.
Back to his suite.
Hung out.
And we met. We chopped it up for a hot minute. And then he said he was on his way to Diddy's party.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Right. So we had another chance to go. And something in my spirit told me, no.
You know what's funny?
No.
I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it's just part of all of our lizard brains from the primordial ooze that we slid out of a million trillion years ago. Every once in a while, your brain will tell you, this is bad.
Yes.
This is bad. Get out of here.
Spider sense, the hackles were up, something
whatever
happened.
it is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen very often,
right.
but occasionally it's hey, this is bad. You need to get out of here.
Yes.
And
I could.
And you had that.
And it's rappers' rooms, the suites. There's so much alcohol in there.
Yeah.
They just feed you guys this stuff. It's everywhere. So you could have drank yourself into yes.
Yeah.
And that's how bad things happen. So I get it. But thank God at that moment, I'm like, nah, I think I'm going back to the
room.
And you
bounced.
Bounced out. So I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But now that we're here with this whole Diddy situation, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
you,
for
lizard
not going.
brain.
Yes,
right?
lizard brain.
Get the hell out of here. All right, Rams and Niners this weekend. DeMarco, I know you're not going to like what I'm about to say. However, if it goes, let's just say, Jorge's way, does it accelerate something that I think we both think may happen sooner than later? That's coming up next. It's Trav. It's DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
heard that song. Come on, man. You don't think Mason and I could be better than that?
They carried a tune. Mason,
You don't think I can carry a tune? I can absolutely carry a
Mason
tune.
has sung the national anthem at many events.
Hey, I challenge Eli and Peyton to sing the national anthem. It's
All right,
probably
get
the
it.
toughest
Let's
song
get
to
on
sing.
it. Let's get him on there. You guys can sing show tunes against each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know who would come on? Who would be part of ours? Part of Mason Ireland Musical, and he sings like Barry White. James Worthy.
Oh, James Worthy'd be great.
You ever heard Worthy sing, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
He used to sing in church, and he's got this really deep voice, and he would do it.
Steve Mason and John Ireland, today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
Rams football is in full swing, and your Los Angeles Rams are coming home to SoFi Stadium this Sunday, September the 22nd, to take on their division rival San Francisco. Come cheer on your Rams in their regular season home opener as Matthew Stafford goes head-to-head against Brock Purdy and the Niners. Tickets are going fast, and you don't want to miss this classic NFC West rivalry. To purchase yours, head to therams.com/SF. Again, that is therams.com/SF. See you at the Rams house this Sunday, September 22nd.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Emily loves me, right? You love me, don't you?
I did not hear what you said.
Oh, I guess there's my answer.
I think you might have got a little data there that you might not have been expecting.
No, I like you. Is that what you said? That I don't like you?
No, I said you love me.
Oh, yeah, I love DeMarco.
Nah, too late. Gone.
It
Got hit by a
sound
bus.
very sincere.
Through a cinder block.
What are
I'm
you going to
drowning.
do? What are you going to do? I'm trying to compile a list in my head.
Of what?
You're in the Nelly video.
Yes.
You stole Ja Rule's shuttle and went back to his room.
I did not steal his shuttle.
Hijacked?
The dude opened the thing up and we got on. I didn't steal anything.
Commandeered?
I sat down. I didn't know it was his.
Infiltrated?
Okay, Rick Fox stole my limo.
Okay.
Like officially stole my limo. I was standing right there leaving another party here in Los Angeles.
And Rick Fox
This is the mansion. Yeah, Rick Fox came up and he had some fun.
Okay.
So we're out waiting for the limos. Mine pulled up and he said, hey, I'm just going to jump in this one.
And your response was?
Dude. Right. He's Rick Fox.
Yeah.
Hopped in, stole my limo. So I did not steal Ja Rule's shuttle. Yes.
Yeah, you kind of did. So we've got Nelly video,
Yes.
Ja Rule shuttle, and you were at a Diddy party.
Yes.
Are there any other
2 Diddy
rappers that
parties.
we're going to run into at the course of the Far Side? I'm just trying to make a list.
There might be. MC Hammer's a friend of ours, friend of the family,
yeah,
long time.
okay, there's
he may
4.
actually come on sometime.
Awesome.
Yeah. Don't mess around and think Hammer is soft. That's the crazy thing. Yeah,
Wasn't he a bat boy for the Oakland A's?
He was. And
That's awesome.
And he was managing, and Jorge would like this, he was managing mixed martial artists. for a
Really?
while. Yeah. And he's
Pre or post rap career?
Post.
Post.
And he's big into tech. Super smart
Is he
guy.
still up in the Bay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Super smart guy. Super dialed in. Yes.
All
A
right.
lot of people. You never know. I got around, man.
No, I
Come
know
on.
you.
I got
This is what I'm
around.
trying to. I'd like to categorize things.
Yeah.
I have your hip hop all stars that you've been with, your NFL people that you've been with.
Yes.
I'm just trying to
wait until we get to Europe.
Oh,
European DeMarco Farr.
Oh,
hanging out in Berlin. Oh my God.
Oui.
Oh my God.
I am very excited to hear about.
Yes.
Do you speak German?
The Polizei is still looking for us.
Oh. I've always seen that on the side of the movies. The Polizei or whatever.
Yes.
Polizei.
The dumbest thing in sports bars. Okay, like sports bars, we go in, you order whatever, and you pay, and you leave. Okay, so there, you don't pay for anything until you have to walk out. So they give you a punch card.
Okay.
So every time you buy a drink, they punch a hole, and then on the
Okay.
way out, you give this, and then you trade it for money, and that's that.
Okay.
So they gave these cards to a bunch of American football players going into a sports bar. I'm like, this is a bad idea. I know half these dudes are broke. They're going to try to escape and run and get out on the bill. Okay, so these bouncers in Germany don't mess around.
Okay.
And they're all Turkish and they carry swords.
Swords?
Swords, like actual real swords. Like not pocket knives.
Like a Marine
swords.
or like a samurai or
like Turkish Indiana
like
Jones
the curved
swords.
one?
Yes, they all carry
like
swords.
a scimitar?
Yes. So coming out and seeing your starting tailback surrounded by a bunch of swords, and you got to talk them out of it. Yeah.
Did you have to pay the bill?
Of course we did.
No, for the guy that was being held by Sword Point.
And I took his check the next day. Yes, I did. You're playing for free. Yes.
Yeah, that would be a good way to make sure that people don't run out on the bill is to have guys standing with swords at the door.
As soon as I'm like, this is not a good idea. This is stupid. Make them pay before they go in.
Yeah, that feels like they could get away. If I don't know, what am I supposed to do? I thought this is just a way of you guys to count.
And the ignorant American that stuff does not fly over there. Yeah.
Where were there? I know there's teams in Germany, Spain.
They did. Barcelona shut down the year before.
Okay.
Everybody wanted to go.
Where were the other teams throughout Europe?
So we traveled to Scotland, which was fun.
Okay.
The TGI Fridays was the only place we could find to eat, and that is so much fun. In Scotland.
TGI Fridays in Scotland.
In Scotland.
They have a haggis on the happy hour menu.
Everything, and everybody's in there headbutting each other. It's so much fun.
What do you mean? Wait.
Scottish people are they're a blast to hang out with. They
like to headbutt each other?
So when they see it, big black dudes walk in. Oh, you guys must be part of the American football. I'm not going to do the accent. Yeah, you should try a real sport like rugby. And then they start headbutting each other. And like bleeding at the bar. And this is normal. Right. This is what they do. Yes. Fun stuff. So Scotland was there. There were like 3 teams in Germany, 4. So there was Berlin, there was Rhine, there was Frankfurt, and Cologne, Germany. And then I think there was one more team someplace else. Not Munich. No. One more team someplace else.
Okay.
And then, Amsterdam.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So imagine going to SoFi. Like this weekend, we're playing the Niners. Now imagine if everybody in the stands had a whistle.
Like a referee's whistle?
Like a referee's whistle. Imagine what would happen to that football
How could you even administer a game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had guys that would hear a whistle and stop and just get blown up. Just get blown up. Oh, my God. It was crazy.
I would have thought they'd bring other things in Amsterdam other than whistles.
That's up there, too.
Okay.
The entire place is a cloud, and we got to play football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you play there or just coach?
Just coach.
Okay.
Yes. Fun. I'm glad I didn't play there. Yeah.
Don't forget, you don't want to brush up on your Rams trivia because Park, Party, and Play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room, is now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to our show to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino that includes this Sunday's tailgate party passes at the casino and game day tickets at SoFi. So listen for your cue to call at 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-3776. And don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, Party, and Play must be 21 and older to enter. So listen for your chance and know some Rams trivia, and you'll get it. So, Rams-Niners this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the Rams won the big one, right? The NFC Championship game a few years ago. Jorge. But other than that, it's been all Niners.
Yeah.
All Niners.
Give them props.
And quite frankly, not a ton of those super close either.
Even if it was close, it wasn't close.
Right.
Yeah, you were lucky to stay in it.
The Rams have so many injuries that they're dealing with right now. We'll talk about that in a second. The Niners have a lot of injuries that they're dealing with. Debo's CMC,
out. Who else is out?
McCaffrey's
out. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
Their offense may be a lesser, will be a lesser version of what we've come to expect. Okay. Because the Rams are so depleted with injuries, because San Francisco has been such a boogeyman in their regular season life over the Sean McVay era, if they lose, do you get a little closer to, and I understand your mentality as a former player. I understand Sean McVay's mentality as the head coach. Okay, we get ready to play the Bears. We got the Bears in 6 days.
Yeah.
Get ready to play the Bears. And after that, we're going to get ready to play the Packers. Okay, fine. But at some point, if the injuries continue to stack up and you're struggling to win games, it seems like there's stuff in the air, whether it's Miami or other places, that Matthew Stafford may be on the move at some. Does the losing accelerate the timeline on whenever the Matthew Stafford and Rams separation happens? End of the year, end of next year, at some point. Does the losing accelerate the timeline on all this stuff?
Well, to start, I mean, for 2024, no matter what happens this season, I never expected to see Matthew Stafford in a Rams uniform in 2025.
Oh, really?
I mean, it is what it is. He's 36 years old. At some point, you're going to have to, start over and rebuild there. And I thought the way they finished the season before, 7-1, he was telling you, Aaron was telling you, we're not done. The window's not shut. We can still get it done. So here you are in 2024, and guys are hurt, and it looks bleak right now. So let's say San Francisco comes down absolutely does what Arizona did to you. And it's just not looking good. And we don't actually have a plan to get around all these injuries. And this is probably going to be a lost season. Sure, that would put that business to the forefront. You would start thinking about how do we rebuild this team. So what is your number one asset right now?
Matthew Stafford. So you would think, what can we get for him someplace else?
Probably
quite a bit.
Especially if you were Miami.
Right.
Yeah, that's where this Chase Daniel rumor came from. He's reading the tea leaves. So Miami is in a bad situation. You have leverage over them. If you want my guy, are you willing to give me 3 first-round picks? At this point, they might say yes.
Could you get that much? That seems like for a player like you would say, 36 years old.
Pie in the sky.
I understand that's what you ask for. What if it's 1?
What if it's 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 1, probably not. I mean, I don't think that's enough.
But this is a good starting quarterback in the league where immediately could come and affect your team and make your team win multiple games
Maybe
in the
even
playoffs.
better than good, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He might even be better than Tua in that offense.
I think he's.
That's what I'm saying.
I couldn't speak to. He's a better quarterback than Tua. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any question about that. You gave him a full complement of weapons. You gave him an offensive line that can protect him. You know, all of the things that he would bring to the table.
If I'm Les Snead, I would start at 3 first-rounders.
Yeah.
And probably settle on 2. And I think they would probably give you 2 because they're all in now.
Yeah, their timeline is different than yours.
Yes.
And it's just.
And I love Matthew, but if you get 3 first-rounders for anybody, I'm interested.
No.
Except for this guy. Yeah.
3 first-rounders is almost let's go. Let's do it right now. Because the Rams are in that spot in their timeline, their window, whatever you want to call it, where are they in it? Yeah, but the margins are pretty. We're seeing how thin the margin is right now, where you're starting to lose guys, and it's like, okay, you just got crashed by Arizona. You got
out
49ers coming. You got
by the Cardinals.
Everything.
Yes,
right. You got out everything. So
yes.
Matthew Stafford is an older player. You do have your own picks that are coming.
Correct.
You can get other people's picks. You can kind of jumpstart this thing in a way that doesn't come around very often.
You can do the opposite of F them picks.
Right, but
yes.
the flip side is. The draft is always an incredible crapshoot when it comes to quarterbacks. And Matthew Stafford, and again, you can speak to this better
remember
than I
this.
can.
Remember this. You don't have to spend one of those on a quarterback. You can build like Detroit. You can build everything else around, be solid, and try to find
Who's
that
your
other
quarterback
piece.
in the interim?
Well, this is why this is me, and I know people are going to say, "Oh my God, no!" But this is why Garoppolo is here
for this.
Just saying, Garoppolo is a guy that He used to be a franchise guy.
Yeah,
he's done some winning. He can be a great bridge quarterback to get you to the next guy. So the cupboard isn't bare. That's why Garoppolo is so important.
Where do you build? Do you start the offensive line?
O-line, D-line, look to the secondary. You know, I would love to get some of those newfound DBs coming out of school. That would be great. Some of those high-round pick guys at corner and safety? Sure, absolutely.
You don't go quarterback. Because I guess it depends on where you are, right?
If
let's say you're in the top 5.
Yeah.
And you can there's going to be quarterbacks available every year.
Is it a no-brainer guy or a guy that I have to make fit? I have to change his game a little bit.
Okay, I don't know which category this person I'm about to tell you falls into, whether he's a no-brainer guy or he's a guy that is a make-fit guy. A Jared Goff type of player.
Like Jared Goff coming out of Cal?
Yeah. Who by the way, went number 1 overall.
Yeah. A Jared Goff. But as long as I build like Detroit did, and build your line first, and you've got depth,
we're doing
depth.
this next year. We're doing this in the 2025 draft.
Well, if he's a can't-miss QB, and those guys always, it'll change.
What is that? I mean, that's Peyton Manning. That's Andrew Luck. Is that what we're talking about?
Could be Eli Manning. Could be, just a can't-miss guy.
Misses occasionally.
C.J. Stroud was a can't-miss guy. I would have said Bryce Young was a can't-miss guy. Coming out of school.
That's the fear, right?
Coming out of school.
The can't-miss guy that misses.
But this ain't Carolina.
So some of the top ones that are going to be available next draft are Shedeur Sanders, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Cameron Ward are going to be the 4 guys that are kind of at the top of everyone's list.
See, I might go line and
none of those
safety. Guys. I mean, yeah.
The one that's
if I get the 3 first round, maybe. If I get 2, I'll wait.
The one that's so fascinating.
What, Shedeur?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Right when you park to show up for this, you're going to see a big picture of Dion outside. It's going to be Dion world. It's going to be, if he comes to town, it'll be Dion coming with him.
He can play a little bit, though.
He can. I told you, I think Shedeur Sanders has as much of a chance to be good in the NFL as any other first-round quarterback. He's got a good arm. He's athletic. He understands the game. Now, will he be good? Will he be great? I don't know. Depends on where he goes.
I would be here for the Shedeur Sanders experience. I have no idea whether it would work or not. You know what I mean? Because that seems
if
to
you
be
draft
would
him,
he work with Sean McVay?
Sure he would.
In terms of the personality.
Yeah, I'm sure he would, especially with Sean. Sean is surprisingly more hip than you give him credit for, and he can talk to kids and adults. But if you draft Shedeur, you might as well hire Dion onto your staff because he's going to be here anyway.
Would McVay, is that a deciding, is it part of the deciding factor? Because look, clearly Sean McVay has incredible self-confidence and he should, right? One of my favorite things about him is that right when he got hired, he brought in Wade Phillips with him.
Yeah.
That is not a move that most young coaches would do, is hire a guy that could easily replace him at some point.
Done it. Yeah.
Done it in a lot of different places.
Yes.
Really well respected. So I don't think that McVay's worried about somebody looking over his shoulder. He's not that sort of guy.
No.
But the stuff that comes with Dion, not just that Dion knows football, which he does, but just the attention that comes with having Deion Sanders in the building, the attention that comes with every time Shedeur does something good, he's going to say something. Every time Shedeur does something bad, he's going to say something. Just the constant chatter that comes with the Sanders clan.
I think that would be okay. I think he'd be okay in the circus or in the eye of the storm. It's just as long as this kid wants to work and get better, as long as you don't think you're a finished product. That might get under Sean's skin because as good as Sean McVay is, he still thinks he's learning.
Yeah.
Because that's the mentality you have to have. So if you're coming in here thinking you've got it all figured out, then it'll be a bad mix. But if you want to learn and get better, like if you did trade for a Bryce Young, this would be the perfect spot for him. Come in here, look, and I'll say this one more thing. These masters of offense, like Shanahan, like McVay, like all these, like Zach Taylor, the guys that we call offensive gurus, they're really not offensive gurus. They're actually masters of defense. They know what the defense is doing, what the rules are, and how to exploit it. So if you want to learn how to do that, come here.
You know, the rules, Mel Kiper said you shouldn't be allowed to play two deep safeties anymore.
I saw that. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
What is he talking about?
That's like a pitcher saying, you know what you're not allowed to do? You're not allowed to hit doubles anymore. No more doubles. We're outlawing doubles. I'm like,
then outlaw the trap, the draw, and the hard count. Then we're fair, right? How about that?
I don't get it. Football coaches like secrets, right?
Of course.
All right, so why didn't Michigan keep theirs? That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
(1611). That's 323-870-1611. Real Father's Rights. The Father's Rights Attorneys.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidda. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators...
like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidda and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
DeMarco, you're the best. Oh, wait, you didn't hear it. You didn't have your headphones
You said I'm the best. You said I'm the best. See, there you go. I heard that. Just checking.
See, here's the problem. Now she's going to be trolling you the entire time.
I can troll back, though.
No, you
Come
can't.
on.
Wait, play Apple again, Jorge.
Go Hokies.
See, here's the problem with the
Gokies.
accountability text chain. See, now I'm just getting one after this.
Come on, dude. Hey, look, some people really need that. And
I know.
Is Laura here yet? Laura needs to check in every day. Yes, come on now.
I've decided I'm going to take a new tact because I don't think I can get to your speed. So I'm going to change course.
What?
You'll see.
Okay, you get him on yardage, length?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh, your distance is always like impressive.
Okay.
Like you're pulling 7s and 8s and whatnot.
But I'm
miles.
12. When you've said when I walked out of the studio here for a second, you said 12. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think I can. Like I'm not even
like
being
1 mile, 12 minutes. You can do it.
Probably one.
It's just a little bit faster than we walk. Yeah, but one you can, and we'll do it together. When are we going to do the mountain in your neck of the woods? Yeah,
maybe
let's bring some listeners. How about we bring some listeners too?
Whoever wants to show up.
There you
Have
go.
you guys heard about the Venice Running Club?
What's that?
No.
So Mason and I were talking about it because I asked him if he had seen this, but this is TikTok thing where people. Well, it's not. It probably started on TikTok, but it's expanded outside of it. But there's a mass of probably 100 people that every day do the Venice Running Club, and it's a place for single people to meet other single people, but they're all hot. They're all running.
Oh, I've seen this.
But they follow no traffic laws. They just run as a clump.
I've seen this.
Run through everything.
This is really cool.
So it's a menace.
Yeah.
It's a menace in Venice, and let's stop the Venice Running Club.
It's really cool. This is how they meet people.
That's
But
awesome.
only for hot people. If you're not hot, it's like I feel like you can't meet
I
everybody.
think hot is subjective.
Are they running fast?
They're running.
They're just running.
Usually, the people in the front are probably running fast, but there's
Because,
levels to it.
you'll see people that can run, and they're running 7-minute miles, and they're just barely breathing.
Real
hard.
runners.
Yeah, and then there's people like you and me, who if we're running 12,
Oh, you can hear me from a mile away.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're just heavy feet, and you can hear us run. Like I couldn't.
I'm
keep
sure
up with
it runs
that
the
group.
gamut in that, though. Do you ever a race in the Bay Area called the Beta Breakers?
I know that's across the bridge, and you wear weird costumes and stuff, right?
I used to run it, and it was fun, but the race would be over. Literally, the first place people would be done with the race before we even got to the finish line. The start line. They would be done with the race.
What costumes did you wear?
I wore a Superman underoos. Yeah, I did. Underoos, and I got ran over by a beetle. People carrying this beetle, and they couldn't slow down, and they just ran me over.
Like a Volkswagen Beetle?
No, like a paper mache beetle.
Oh.
They were the
Like a
beetles that day. Like a bug, the beetle. I got ran over by a beetle.
You're telling me you're running around with a kettlebell. I thought maybe somebody upped your game and carrying around a car.
No, but you can do a 12-minute mile, and you will. And we'll do this walk together.
All right, we're going to find a day to do the long canyon hike.
Bring in Jorge, too.
We're going to do it. Sunday, home opener for the Rams at SoFi. And after the game, you're going to want to be at Hollywood Park Casino for the Rams postgame show, broadcasting live from inside Ray's Lounge. Myself and Kirk Morrison will recap the game. We'll be joined by Legends Attic on site and Patron. Sampling for the crowd, the Rams postgame show live after the game, Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play at HPC, LA's premier card room, now open 24/7.
Yeah. Did I hear Orlando Pace is here this weekend?
Emily, you mentioned that
Yeah,
earlier.
he's
in the
going
week.
to be part of our pregame show.
Let me text
he's
him.
going to stop by.
Let me text him, and if you're close, you're coming in.
You said the other day that he was the most important player on your team. That you
Oh,
with
my God.
Kurt and Isaac and Marshall and Torrey, all those
so
guys.
Marshall, Isaac, Torrey, I'm trying to think who else.
Kurt.
Me, everybody. Orlando Pace, easily the best athlete on the team.
Really?
Easily the best athlete on the team.
What was he good
definitely
at?
He was definitely the best basketball player.
Okay.
And I'm talking
Light on his feet, wasn't he?
Played like a point guard.
Yeah.
You know what the 10-yard shuttle is?
Yeah.
So you put your feet, you straddle a line, and you go 5 to the left, 10 to the right, and then 5 back to the middle. Fastest time on the team. Fastest time on the team by far. Now remember, he's 6'7". He takes 3 steps. He's there.
Yeah.
But just big, fast, strong athlete. Yes.
When you see those guys, what did he weigh? 310?
And look like about a $190. But
Right.
yeah, about 320.
When those guys that are north of 300 pounds and they can move like that, it just doesn't add up in your brain.
Chewbacca without hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how are you that quick and that
Yes.
athletic and that light on your feet at that size? Like, I understand when you get a guy that is big and strong and can throw people around. That makes sense to me. But when you're big and like that and you're just quicker than everybody else too, that doesn't make any sense.
Going back to our last convo about 3 first-round picks, if he, and I hate to say that, but if that type of athlete was available, I could care less what the quarterbacks look like.
Really?
I could care less if you've got future Hall of Famers there.
Okay, Orlando
I
Pace,
would draft him.
Orlando Pace and Cam Newton or
I would
CJ
take Pace.
You'd take Pace.
I would take Pace in a heartbeat.
Peyton Manning and Orlando Pace.
Okay, that might be hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I might take Peyton
Also,
there.
speaking of Cam
Yeah.
Newton, his portrayal in the Ryan Murphy show is interesting.
How-
I don't
what'd
know if
you
you're like
think?
it. So I watched the first 2 episodes, which premiered yesterday. It's available on Hulu now, and it's the Ryan Murphy American sports story, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, yeah.
So it follows very closely based off of the Gladiator podcast that was released with Boston Globe, the Globe podcast in 2018. So anyway,
I think I've seen that or listened to it.
think that it's very Ryan Murphy. So if you aren't familiar with Ryan Murphy's style of television,
Like glossy.
it's very glossy. It's
Yeah.
it's like the Baz Luhrmann of television.
Yeah.
It's very excessive.
Define glossy.
It's a lot of excess. So you might look at this and it might look like it's green screen, but I think that's the intention. It's not supposed to look exactly like reality.
Everything's lit really well.
Okay.
Everything's
Yeah.
shiny.
Okay.
It's everything looks cleaner than it probably would be in a
Okay.
real
But then it's
situation.
also pretty dark at the same time.
Yes.
So the first 2 episodes take Aaron in Bristol and then Aaron in Florida. And I think the portrayal of Urban is pretty biting to me, at least, comparatively to other things like that Gators
How did they
documentary.
portray Urban?
Just as a guy who didn't really care about his
Ah.
players once he got there. So
Okay.
you would
Win
say
football games.
you say anything to these parents to get them to come to Florida, and then once they get to Florida, you don't care at all about what these kids do. Then also all the cover-ups of all these arrests and stuff from they've false guy. I think it's like Huntley or whatever. Their lawyer that was on call 24/7 to come and care for these kids.
A lawyer on call.
Yeah, no, it's very
Wow.
it's very seedy, and I think you'll like it because you see how Ryan Murphy portrays how that happens.
They had a lawyer on, and by the way,
On call.
I'm sure that's not the only program that had such a person. I'm sure that's not super
Georgia
uncommon.
with all that
like-
speed driving.
Like
Did they
I
really
said,
have one? No.
I would imagine
I never
a lot
heard
of
that
programs
before.
have a
Yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, put this number in your phone. If something happens, this is the guy.
This
you
is
call.
your guy.
They
This-
also
this is the guy you
indicate
call.
Tim Tebow in a lot of not Tim Tebow was the one to call Huntley the first time for Aaron.
They're
Hernandez.
there to win football games.
Tebow? Dirt?
So in the show, they have Tim Tebow finding Aaron after Aaron punches the bartender on like the first night he's in Florida.
That's when he was 17. I
Yeah,
want to say.
he graduated high school early so he could come down for spring
Hernandez
football.
knocked out a bartender?
Yes, and so Tim Tebow
Was
at
it a
the
bartender, Emma, or another patron?
Bartender.
Bartender.
Okay.
This one was a bartender. And Tim Tebow's at the bar at the same time, calls Huntley. Huntley comes, takes care of it for Aaron.
Tebow's taking care of his guy.
And then Aaron's realizing, wait, I can get away with whatever I want. And then that's the...
You know why?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he's good.
Because he's good at football.
Yeah.
That's the currency.
One of the best tight ends I've ever seen.
He was terrific.
If you know nothing about the show, nothing about the Aaron Hernandez story besides, that he's not with us anymore and that he got arrested for killing somebody, but
convicted
yes,
of killing
yes,
somebody.
sorry, went to jail, served prison time for killing somebody. I highly recommend this show. At least the first 2 episodes.
Okay,
but understand that he's undersized. The guy who plays Aaron Hernandez is
smaller.
Small.
Mark Wahlberg played Vince Papale. I mean, what do you call that? The suspension of disbelief?
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah, they're actors.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
And the Kurt Warner story. I was 6'5".
You were?
Yeah.
The dude, the guy that played
the
you?
The dude that had 75 on, like, in the background.
Yeah.
I was 6'5" and had dreads.
Oh, you really?
Okay, so I'm like,
oh, yeah, I saw it, and it's still
I'm like, really?
That's supposed to be DeMarco?
That's me? That's me, Kirk? That's what you think? Okay. But we had some renegades on our team. Everybody does. You're getting kids from across the country. Everybody's raised differently. But the only difference is I didn't think Urban Meyer was the type that didn't care. Our coach really cared. So if you ran afoul of the law, you were in trouble. Don James. Yeah, you were in trouble, big time trouble.
So I think
you might have been off the team.
No, Urban Meyer felt differently. We need to get you out of trouble and back into the gym, back onto the practice field, back onto the game field. That we need to get you back,
but not caring what you do. Yeah,
really.
He didn't care as long as it didn't affect how he was perceived and how the program was perceived. So at the end of the episode, sorry, spoiler alert for this episode, but it's history. The end of the episode for the second episode of the season ends with Cam Newton getting kicked out of the program, but Aaron Hernandez stays.
Yeah.
And basically,
they didn't need Newton. They had Tebow.
But the thing is, Cam Newton had the lower infraction than Aaron Hernandez.
It was some laptop thing or something.
Yeah,
right?
he stole a laptop. But it was like the idea of morality inside of Urban Meyer's programs are different.
Very
so
fluid.
It's
very
good.
Fluid.
I don't know if he looks like Urban Meyer.
I don't know.
Wow.
But it's the energy. I don't know.
I was gonna. It's funny, DeMarco. I was gonna ask you, like, when you watch sports movies, documentaries, or whatever, and it's kind of a reenactment. What's it like as a former player? But they have you in there, and you're what are you 6'1"?
Yeah, barely
4 inches taller.
And
and
I've never
long
had dreads.
Hair.
I'm like the hair is sticking out of his helmet. Like he's 6'5" and skinny.
Show up with a wig tomorrow.
Come on, man. Really? This is what you think? My
Factor
man.
Caps coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Pachanga for you.
Oh, my
man.
God. I forgot about Pachanga. See,
Pachanga
look at
it
me.
up.
You got me thinking about college
Pachanga
again.
it up.
Hey, DeMarco Farr here, the Play Your Perfect Combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get yourself stuck in traffic? I hate traffic. You can be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 60 minutes. Pachanga gives all the guests the amenities they expect and love of a world-class resort, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, and golf. Travis is a golf guy. I'm learning. And let's not forget, round-the-clock gaming excitement. The casino floor is huge, immense. There's 1,100 rooms and suites in there, so they got everything for everyone. The spa's outstanding. The golf course I just mentioned is great. 20 bars, which are great, and the restaurants. The food is spectacular. It makes Pachanga Resort and Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today voted Pachanga Resort and Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So whether your idea of entertainment is kicking it by the pool, like me, or putting a great bet on blackjack, maybe Travis, I think, Pachanga Resort and Casino is waiting for you. Is that you? Yeah?
Can be.
Blackjack?
You had me at the golf.
I had you at the golf?
20 bars.
Okay. You perked up when I said blackjack. Visit Pachanga.com or call this number, 888-PACHANGA, to book a reservation or for more information. Or you can follow them right now on Instagram at Pachanga Casino for up-to-the-minute news and info, and I'll be at the tables with Travis.
The new fall.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter. 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch every game, every Sunday, all in one place. Which means you can watch the Dolphins, and the Broncos, and the Lions, and the Cowboys, and the Jets. Or whoever you're rooting for, all in your living room. But not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Watch every game, every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Factor Cap.
Aloha.
Aloha.
What up?
Bonjour.
Okay, so
Tschüssi. That's German.
Buenos dias.
Tschüssi?
Don't say it anymore.
That means hello?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to fully anonymize this story. So, just to not get my friend in trouble. So, my friend Jackson just started a new job. And this new job, they get this cool perk of a convention every January or so, but it's always to like a very luxurious place.
Okay.
Like a resort somewhere, very nice, very warm. And you get to bring a significant other if you want to. All right? But they don't allow a friend. They allow a significant other. And we were joking yesterday and texting about it, and it's like, this friend Jackson does not live in Los Angeles. And I was like, why don't we just pretend like I'm your long-distance significant other?
Sure.
We're just pals. We're going to go on this vacation to a very nice place. Like, why don't we just do that? And they think it's just some sort of, like, ethical thing. But who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? It's a number. If it's a significant other or a best friend, who cares in the long run to that company? So you would be okay. And, again, consider you guys all single, whatever. Take that out of here.
Yeah.
You would fake being a couple for free things. You would fake being a couple in the situation that I'm in.
Like with Travis?
No, I'm talking about you're
what's
in my
wrong with
situation.
me?
I'm just asking.
Why?
You're in my
I'm all right.
situation.
Yeah.
Your friend can get a free vacation for you and that person, but all you have to do is pretend to be a couple.
Oh,
you would do
okay.
this. Travis, Factor Cap.
It's fact unless it could cost me my job. And I don't know if your friend would, like, if they found out that you guys were running a game on him, does he get sacked? Then if that's on the table, I'm not doing that.
No.
But if it's to go to a Christmas party or you know, I get a discount at a restaurant or something, we got to pretend that we're a couple for a night? Sure,
Yeah.
Why not? What's the downside? Absolutely
I'll
fact.
go facts.
Yeah.
I might even marry a friend if they needed it. You know?
Well, like citizenship?
I'm just saying.
DeMarco's open for the green card
I'm just
marriage.
saying. Yeah. You know? Fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Side note on this, I was on a date with this guy one time, and he told me he was kind of just like trauma dumping, or just he was talking a lot. He was kind of nervous. He talked about how he was in a green card marriage and about all of this stuff, and I was like, Sir, this is a first date.
You did this on the first date?
It's a little bit much.
You're like, you ain't getting it from me.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was a green card husband? Because I was.
Wow.
But it was to a nice place, and he was paying, and it was doing all this stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. Only went on a couple more dates.
Where are they taking this trip to?
This one's Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
Mexico's pretty fun.
Puerto Vallarta. Where are they going? PV? Somebody said, hey, you want to go to PV with us? Yeah. Palos Verdes?
Right over there.
We didn't get that into details about where it was. But yeah, Jorge, what do you think?
I would do it, but then imagine that when they say, oh, okay, here, how about you kiss her? Are you going to kiss your friend?
But
that
that's
you're...
weird in
no,
a work setting.
No, hold on. Because everybody's going to be with their significant other, and then you guys don't kiss? Nobody sees you kiss? I don't know.
We had a disagreement, We had a little bit of a tiff.
You got into it last night. Now's not the time. Everyone would go, okay.
Automatic, see?
Yeah, everyone would go, I get it.
It could be harassment to say, hey, don't make me kiss.
Hey, hold my hand.
I found the text on her phone. I'm upset. Yes.
No, but we didn't get that far. We're not going to do it, but it's just a funny idea. Okay, so on this day in 2005, the show How I Met Your Mother premiered.
Yeah.
And the whole show was leading up to find out really how Ted met his wife, and then that show ended poorly. But you will be honest with your kids about how you met their mother. DeMarco?
Absolutely. Facts. Yeah. That was very above board. Yeah. I mean, we met at a restaurant that turned into a nightclub on Sunset called Las Palmas. Anybody?
I don't know it.
So, yeah, it was John Sally. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. Spider.
Kevin Carter.
Okay.
Was in town.
Teammate of yours.
Doing the Best Damn Sports Show. I didn't want to go out. They forced me to go out. So we go into this place.
How much convincing did that take? I don't want to go out. Come on. Okay.
They dragged me. Literally dragged me. I did not want to go out. I did not want to. This is a whole story me and my wife tell. I didn't want to go, and there were two other people with me. And as soon as we walked through the door, I was alone. They all disappeared.
They left you hanging.
Because it was wall to wall, Travis.
Yeah.
It was one of them nights. And there was this VIP room. It was like this red tent. And out walked 6 foot blonde after 6 foot blonde after 6 foot blonde, all holding hands. Guess who was second to last? Hugh Hefner. Guess who was last? A paramedic. Carrying a defib machine. I'm like, that's life goals right there. So, yes, I would definitely.
And then where was your wife?
Oh, okay. So there was a wall of people.
She was the paramedic.
No. So I'm looking around. There's a wall of people to my left because I'm standing by the door and there's people coming in and out. So I couldn't see. So I look right to see where my friends are. I come back left again. All those people had like magically disappeared, and I saw Susie in the corner. And she looked, we met eyes, and we talked, and we haven't stopped talking since.
There you go.
So, of course, I would tell that story.
So,
yes, I think I just did.
Yeah. Let's also say in a world in which, again, there's no wrong way to meet your life partner for the rest of your life. But what if it was an unsavory story? Would you tell your kids the truth?
I would lie.
Definitely. You would tell this story.
I would lie. I would definitely lie, yes.
Right. But Travis, what about you?
I mean, my story is the team we met when we were in 7th grade.
But what if it was an unsavory story?
Are my kids the age they are now?
They are 20.
Yeah, I'd tell them the truth.
The real story?
Yeah, like when they're 9, I'm not going to break it out.
I met her at the Gentleman's Club.
Yeah, we met at the library when they're 9. And,
your mom was a princess.
She.
Her name was Princess.
Yeah, I met her. In front of the bail bondsman. we could tell that story later in life.
Jorge,
coming to the stage, Princess.
Oh, stop. 342 special. Right. 342 special right now. Oh, man. No, we've told our story to Maite. She's like, how do you guys met? She's 6, so she understands a little more. But we told her the story. We met at Acapulco. Not Mexico, but Downey.
Yeah.
That's right.
So then it was that, but we were drunk, or she was drunk. We met 5 times, basically.
Yeah.
5. We went out 5 different times, and then eventually he was like, hey, we didn't stop talking, just like
fair. Yeah, man.
Is there a scenario where you wouldn't? Like, I mean, what is the one, like, we can never tell them this is how we met? What is that scenario?
If you guys were in other relationships at the time,
okay.
I think
that's a good
might
one.
want to do it.
That's a good one.
That's not where my mind went.
No.
That's not where my mind went at all. But yes, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm sure there are others out there that people can tweet us at. All right, so yesterday I went to my friend's showcase. She is, you weren't here, Travis, so I told this story. My friend is an actress. She has been in London studying acting, and she is they're doing a tour of the United States to both, like, showcase their talents, to potentially get agents, but also to kind of see the country or whatever. So she posted, I'm going to be in Los Angeles. And I was like, I'll come and see your show. So it ends up being in Burbank at 7 p.m. So it's a bit of a hike for me for where I live, and especially at that hour. But my statement is, An hour would be the furthest you would travel for a friend that you never see. Again, this friend, she's going to be in London for the foreseeable future. I'll probably not get to London very often. So I won't see. This is probably the next time I'm going to see her for another 6 years.
Good question.
This is the first time I've seen her since we graduated from college. So
great
an
question.
hour is the furthest you would travel for a friend you never see. DeMarco,
why can't Travis? You go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's too. The never see is the part that is. If this person were really important to me, I probably would have seen them more and will see them again more frequently. And I'm even more likely to travel to see them again but if it's just one of those, hey, I happen to be in town, I haven't seen you in 5 or 6 years, I probably won't see you for 5 or 6 more, and now I'm good. Like, if it obviously hasn't been important enough to me over the last 5 or 6 years to get it done, so I'm going to wait. But if it's my best friend and they're coming through town, but they're 2 hours away, I'm jumping in the car. I'm going to go see them.
In a heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's my good friend from college, but she lives in London.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go to London.
No, I get that.
You got to. Yeah. You got to. But it has crossed my mind. I know where you're going because this happens to me with Vermeil a lot. Yeah. So he comes to town and he stays like at least an hour and a half from where I live.
Yeah. He's like, I'm in L.A. So that's a lot of places.
They're in their 80s, so they eat dinner at like 4.
By the way, don't hate that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do you know what traffic is like, Coach? You know?
4?
No.
Right. At 4 o'clock, and I got to, hit 3, 4, 5 freeways to get. Yeah, but I got to go. I can't not say no to the coach.
You got to. There's certain people.
Yes.
I'll be there. What time you want me there, I'll be there.
Right there.
And then there's hit me the next time you come through North America.
Right. Thank you. There's some people, like, why haven't I seen you in 5 years? Because you live overseas or because I don't like you?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Jorge?
I would do it. Yeah, if it's somebody that I was close with, but if it's just like somebody that it depends on the situation, I guess. But I would drive that hour, whatever it's gonna be, traffic, whatever. I would drive it.
That's 60 straight minutes.
But, I'll drive and meet you, but you buy the drinks, homeboy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a deal.
There you go.
I drive every day.
Yeah.
A lot. So the second I have to come here every day.
Yes.
Okay. And this is how I put a roof over my head.
Yes.
Food on. I got to be here. No problem.
Not for the roof.
Happy to do it.
Because me.
Yeah, well, you roof, food. That's the order that I do things.
Yeah, me.
But if you said to me, hey, dude, I'm going to be out in, I don't know, Thousand Oaks.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
Yeah, see?
Not happening. Not happening.
Let's hang out in Thousand Oaks. From here? From here.
From my house, Thousand Oaks might as well be Timbuktu.
That's a no. I'll
Palm
catch
Springs.
you.
I'll be in Palm Springs.
I have an easier time getting to Palm Springs than Thousand Oaks from my house.
No, that's a no.
Chance.
Sorry,
but
Coach.
my sense of time and how far something is has changed so drastically from living here.
Of course it has.
Like if it was, when I lived in Connecticut, I was 2 hours from Boston. And if I said, someone meet me in Boston, I would not do it. But if I was saying, let's meet in
halfway.
San Diego, Laguna Niguel, that'd probably be almost 2 hours between the time of the day.
Sure,
and
it
I'd
would
say,
be.
sure, that's doable.
Yeah.
When you guys are going to go somewhere, do you guys GPS to see how far and how long it's going to take from that time you're thinking about leaving?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what is the number?
Almost every
What
time.
is the number that you're like, 45? Yeah, I'm not doing
Depends on who's on the other end, right?
And how long you're going to be there. I think you have to be
that's a
there
good point, too.
longer than your
How
drive.
how far have you driven for a girlfriend? But you said you met your wife in the 7th
Yeah,
grade.
well, put it this way. When
Yeah.
she was at Cal Poly and I was at Santa Barbara, we would drive to see one another. It was an hour and a half,
Hour and a half.
2 hours.
Okay.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that factor in? It depends on who I'm going to see. Yes.
Factor Cap is brought to you by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. Call 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. I want to give you that football secret that apparently Michigan's just giving away for free. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The fun way.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
office of Joseph S. Normand. Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Orthodontics are teaming up this fall because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. This can be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, a youngster who brightens your day. Tell us who's smiling and you could win some awesome prizes like sweet tickets from ESPN LA, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, and a grand prize of Invisalign from Beverly Hills Ortho. Enter now at ESPNLA.com and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and help support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Monday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2024 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more information on the tournament, please visit the website landofthefreefoundation.org or give them a call at 562-833-4361.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you about Prize Picks. First, I want to tell you this. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. They'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. That's the first thing I want to tell you. So please, download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, and let's all play together and let's all win together on Prize Picks. But here's what I really want to tell you. As we get ready for the football season, Prize Picks is trying to give you easy wins. I'll give you an example. Caleb Williams, for the entire month of September, every week, Caleb Williams, all he has to do is pass for 1 yard. That's it. Don't you think Caleb Williams is going to pass for more than 1 yard? Of course he is. But all he has to do is pass for 1 yard every football weekend in September for 4 weeks, and those are 4 easy W's. Let's take $10, turn it into $1,000, and let's all do it together on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, and they'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. We're going to win together. We're going to play together on Prize Picks.
Let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Something amazing is happening in workplaces everywhere. Devices are learning how people work and adapting to help them get more done. That's because CDW is modernizing experiences with Dell's intelligent portfolio of devices. Thanks to built-in security and AI capabilities, your teams can work smarter wherever they may be. Dell and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Dell Client.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Adrian Wojnarowski became my hero yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Because he...
Peace! I'm out!
Chuck and deuces.
It's like, I can just see the bank out going... Click. Okay, I'm out.
We hit
Done.
Hit
That's
that number.
It. I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to his alma mater. He's going to be around a basketball program that I'm sure means far more to him emotionally and spiritually than it does economically.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do this. Like, is that not the goal, to go do the thing that you would do for nothing and get to do it for real and not have to worry about whatever else we all have to worry about every day?
You guys make fun of me or you joke about the lawnmower. I told you I lost the lawnmower in the divorce, but dead serious, man. I was going to be Forrest Gump. I was going to cut mow lawns for free, and like
in the neighborhood,
and like the football field. My high school, I was going to cut that for free and be so happy. That was the plan.
So I have a group of buddies that there's a park just down the street from our house. There's a guy out there cutting the grass once a week or whatever. Looks like he's having a pretty good day.
Yeah. Old school headphones.
The big like he's calling plays.
That's right. Some goggles.
A
big cup in the middle and just. Don't ask me what's in the cup, but I'm just rolling.
He looks like he's having a pretty good day. He'll stop and chat you up.
Is that a DUI? If I'm hammered on a lawnmower?
Am I driving mowers intoxicated?
On the roads?
No, I'm
you're on
cutting
the grass.
What are you guys looking at me for?
Figured you would know.
I think you're fine. I would be a projectionist for free. Like I would work in movie theaters as a projectionist, like putting the film in and watching all these movies. I would do that for free.
Reel to reel. Do you like Tarantino movies? Yes or no?
I'm hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
So
okay.
I like
All right.
Inglourious Bastards. I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Don't
Jackie
love
Brown.
Pulp Fiction. Don't
Great
love
movie.
Reservoir Dogs. I haven't seen Jackie Brown yet. But
You
like
love it.
Oh, you'll
It's
love
a
it.
hangout
I
movie.
don't know if I will.
No, you will. It's a hangout movie. You will absolutely
What's
love
a
it.
hangout movie?
It's just about hanging out. It's
Oh,
a hangout
okay.
movie. Yeah, yeah. It's you will absolutely love it. So yes,
So
you,
I'm about
you
hit or
sound like
miss.
Tarantino. He would do that for free because he loves movies.
Yes.
You're gonna run movies.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut grass
For free.
I'm gonna sit on the porch and drink wine.
Nice.
What are you gonna do?
Does that fill up your entire day, Trav?
I'd like to see if it could.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know. I'll join you guys in whatever you guys
Come
are
on.
doing. Yeah.
Come over, have a glass of wine, and go cut the grass with the mark.
So Woj is going to coach.
He's going to be
at
the
St.
GM,
the
which
GM.
apparently is a new
NIL,
spot.
NIL recruiting, things like that.
He's
So,
going to
like,
raise money.
raising money
Oh.
and overseeing everything but X's and O's.
This kid's available here. This kid gets this for NIL. You're basically the general manager of a college. You're not coaching the team. You're not saying, okay, we're going to run a high ball screen here. We're going to run this on defense. You're an administrator. Yeah.
Talent administrator.
Talent and economics.
Good for him. Get out of the rat race.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
I mean, I always wondered with Woj and is Shams, right?
Shams, yeah.
Shams. Do like when they push the send button and they drops a Woj bomb, is he satisfied? Like, oh, I did it again? Or is it like you and Dodgers? Like, it's not enough.
I would imagine,
I'm on to the next.
Considering he tapped the mat to go do the job at St. Bonnie's, it was more relief than it was, I got another one.
I just had an idea. I was like, I want an Uncut Gems style movie about Shams versus Woj in terms of getting all these, like, the NBA. Because, again, it could be super seedy and dark and, like, that high never is good enough for you.
No.
And you're always living in that, chasing the next high.
Next story.
When you live on scoops and someone gets it before you, that's got to feel awful.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you work in finance or you're a stockbroker or like something like that. Like you're never going to be satisfied with the pile of money that you have.
See ya.
Gone. Done.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye. Maybe I'll hit some ground balls.
That's a trip, though.
Can you imagine one of those scenes is the agent on the phone with Shams and he's like, hold on, I got to take this call. And it's Woj.
Oh, that would be great. They should see the instead of quarterback, they should do like
copyright.
That would be awesome.
Like Uncut Gem style.
You got to register with the Producers Guild or whatever it is.
I do wonder how that works, though.
What's
so, like, the phone rings, and it's Rob Pelinka's phone, and it says Woj and Shams.
Yeah.
Who does he pick up?
Whoever he prefers to leak to.
That day.
And I'm being serious, because they all do it. That's not a Rob thing. They all leak, but it's I leak to Schefter. Okay, I leak to Rappaport. I leak to Jay Glazer. Like, they all have their people that they put the stuff out there. It's just personal relationship.
Shams and Woj both, like, one goes through agents a lot of the times, the other one goes through, like, I think they both have people that are just racing to get them the information at the same time. But, like, I know maybe it's players trust Shams more than Woj or
and vice versa. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ariel Helwani is?
Yeah, he's the MMA guy.
He leaked that Brock Lesnar was coming back before the UFC could.
Mm-hmm.
He almost lost everything. Like, they kicked him out of the building for his own safety.
Oh.
Yeah, like being too far inside sometimes can be detrimental to your health in that sport. So I do wonder that, like, if LeBron says, I'm going to retire, who do you give that to first?
Well, this what happened with Tom Brady.
So here's the LeBron.
Schefter, right?
So Schefter got it wrong.
And then, right, exactly.
Who got it right?
Brady did it himself.
Brady did it himself.
And that's what LeBron will do. LeBron will, when LeBron decides it's time to go, LeBron will break the news.
He'll break it himself.
Yes.
The Roger Federer documentary or the latest thing that's out there for him.
Yeah, I saw
talks
that.
about him, how he did it when he announced his retirement.
When he's sitting
and
with
he
his
told
family.
his group.
Yes.
I mean, even with Jason Kelsey, he was upset because it was reported that in the meeting after that playoff loss that he kind of said his goodbyes to his team. He was mad that got reported out because he wanted to again announce it on his own terms. And so with the Tom Brady thing, they announced a year before him, Darlington and Schefter, that Tom Brady was going to retire. We all had our 2 days of saying Tom Brady's retiring, and then Tom Brady came back.
Came back and played.
It was I forget the Rams defensive back that had what we thought was the last interception of Tom Brady.
Oh, yes.
And then it turned out not to be. Who was
that
the player?
ball got
I think
devalued.
it's Nick Young.
Nick Young. The ball got devalued.
Was it Nick Young?
It was his last
I'm
pick.
pretty sure.
I think it was Nick Young.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think we talked to him. Like,
Yeah.
you never know. You're the last interception off of.
See, I hope your retirement is like Goodwill Hunting. Just one day.
I'm not here.
You're just not here.
I'll let you know.
Gone.
I'll
right.
text you.
I've gone to see about a girl.
The
I've
next
gone
shot
to
is
see
you
about a
on the
bottle of wine.
road.
I've gone to see about a cheeseburger and a plate of tacos. Yeah,
There we go. Yes, sir.
Good for you, Woj.
Absolutely.
Go enjoy the rest of
Shams
your
is
life.
next, right? That's your next.
Shams is young.
Gone to see about a Bonnie.
Yeah.
Gone to see about Bonnie.
Yeah,
Look
Shams
at you.
Is a young man.
No, I mean, he would be next as
the
top of the heap guy.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right, I'm doing it. We're doing it. The secret that isn't a secret. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Next Gen is the official AC Heat and Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Next Gen, best in the biz. Not just because I've had them out to my house a couple of times, but rather 5-star reviews. Thousands of them online to prove it. And right now, you can get multi-point tune-ups and professional cleanings on your home's AC and water heating systems, full plumbing inspections, complimentary diagnostic charges, and discount parts on repairs when you get on the Next Gen Rewards membership VIP list. And the best part of all, you get a 2-hour window priority service appointment. You've tried to book things before, and they say, well, maybe we'll get there in a day or a few days or maybe even a week. With Next Gen, 2-hour window priority service appointments when you join the Next Gen Rewards membership program for just $14.99 per month. That's right, $14.99 per month, reduced from $29.99, but only for a limited time, so sign up today. Next Gen is the only name you need to remember for a safe, comfy home. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com to schedule online.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
So you know that I love certain reality shows, and one of them sits really close to my heart is Survivor. I love Survivor. Anthony back there also loves Survivor. So Anthony, I'm not giving away any spoilers.
Are you a reality TV person?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I used to be big into Survivor a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was better back then, but I still like it. It still scratches an itch for me.
The first villain from Survivor.
The naked guy.
Long time ago, that guy. Yeah.
The one that won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard something?
Yes.
Richard.
That guy.
Why do I know that?
Because he was a villain.
First one in a Survivor.
No, I know, but all I remember is his name was Richard, and he was naked a lot.
He was one of the first villains on TV, reality TV. Yeah.
But the first episode of the new season of Survivor came out yesterday, and obviously the first episode, people getting voted off. But it got me thinking, would you rather, if you were on a reality show similar to Survivor, Big Brother, etc., where it's a competition reality show, would you rather be the very first person voted off or the second place winner where you get nothing?
You get nothing.
So I think
but you get TV exposure.
You get TV exposure, but you also lose. And you might lose in a biting way, and
I think
you're
I'd rather
so close to victory.
I think I'd rather last until the end and lose, because it's a show. Like, you don't know, and you're on the edge of your seat seeing if I won or lost. I think I would rather be last than first. I don't remember who gets voted off first.
Yeah, Here's the thing. It would hurt more to get voted off. You're the runner-up, I guess, in this scenario.
It would be hurt more like immediately.
But I had a chance. I was in it. I was this close. Whereas if you're the first jump off, it's just like everybody hated your guts. So you sucked at the game.
You're
it's
gone.
like you're just completely forgettable. You're just bounced before it even starts.
In this world, you can get brought back. They have like all-star seasons and whatever. And so if you last longer, you're more likely to be brought back in over time.
Like the Golden Bachelorette.
No, because the Golden Bachelorette.
The what, Travis? The Golden Bachelorette?
Have you not had I saw it on my news feed this morning.
Yeah, the first episode came out yesterday. I'm watching it tonight, though, so don't worry. I'm watching it tonight with my friend Chandler.
She's 61. She's a
so
widow.
They did Golden Bachelor last year.
Yeah, you threw that out. Now what can I say? See, you just ruined it. Okay, go ahead.
So Golden Bachelor, 60 plus, and so the woman who is the Golden Bachelorette this year was a contestant on the Golden Bachelor season, and she had to leave because she had some family things. So she wasn't voted off. She chose to leave, and now she's back. She's lovely. She likes pickleball. She's very beautiful.
All old people like pickleball.
Well,
I like pickleball. Hold on a minute, man.
Right.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, again, you said by the old person, Travis.
Stop
that
it.
you know your people.
Golden Bachelorette. That should be the name of Scottsdale, Arizona.
I mean, I think they probably do a lot of filming over there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's about right.
But there are some very handsome, eligible bachelors that are on the Golden Bachelor.
Nice.
Bachelorette. Because also, though, the thing is they all have sad stories. Because, like, they either been married before and the wife passed, or married before and they got divorced. And it's, like, a little more complicated than, like, the 20-somethings that
ruin the
walk
date.
through.
Yeah, my husband just died. Oh.
It's like
I don't think he just died like yesterday.
But what's your first question? How?
Yeah, where were you?
Right.
Were the police involved in any sort of?
And I'm realizing now I didn't ask enough questions about the green card marriage guide because I'm like, how did you get into this arrangement?
Right.
I should have asked more questions.
Golden Bachelorette. Didn't know there was such a thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I only know that because one of the places I go every morning to get my news stuff, I kind of, places, and I'm like, Golden Bachelor? I thought it happened yesterday.
It's also a lot of commercials and stuff that are going on now.
Yeah.
So I actually drove by the Bachelor Mansion a couple months ago, and I saw them filming, and I was like, they're definitely filming. It's like so I am so bad still at geography. So you know how the mountains behind Malibu?
Okay.
There's kind of like the canyons.
Yeah, it's Malibu Canyon.
Yes, Malibu Canyon. So you keep on driving through the Malibu Canyons, and right around there is where the house is. It's kind of in the canyon.
High dollar, right?
Yes.
That's the high dollar area.
I think the Mansons were there back in the 60s, too.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. There's Golden Bachelorette. There's Mansons. There's.
By the way, Nick
Scott
Scott is who we're talking about, not Nick Young. Nick Young is another person.
The hitter. The one that hit Debo.
Nick Young. Nick Young is the guy that was the Laker and the Clipper.
Nick Scott
is
the hitter.
Nick Scott
is the hitter.
Nick
Special
Scott.
teams guy. I wish we had him this year. That'd be great.
We could use a lot of guys.
Big time.
They're a little shorthanded. Why did Michigan tell everybody they're changing quarterbacks? Why not just show up on Saturday with your new quarterback? They told everybody that wanted to listen that they're benching their guy to go to the next guy. They're going from a passing quarterback to a running quarterback. Why give SC a heads up on that?
I think there's some unrest in Ann Arbor. Like, look, the pressure to win, you think it's bad here with the Dodgers. Like you said, you're not happy with 90 wins.
Yeah, but they just won the national championship
That's what I mean. It's not good. So they see the, what do you call this? Camelot is on fire.
Okay.
So they're panicking up there. So there's a lot of questions being asked of this coach. And I'm not saying he's doing everything right. So the thing that got me about this was he told the media.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Before he told his team.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's a sign of dysfunction. So it seems like he's being pressured into it.
It's so hard when you it happens occasionally, but when you replace somebody that was, do we want to call Jim Harbaugh a legend at Michigan?
He is a legend.
Okay. When you replace a legend,
yes,
who was kicking the you-know-what out of your rival, Ohio State, which he was doing, going to the Final Four, which he was doing,
yes,
winning a national championship, which he just did, and you come in to try to keep that thing redlined like that is so hard. I don't care. You look at Duke basketball. You look at UCLA basketball. I mean, when Pete Carroll left at SC and they had it cranked up.
Oh, my God. The pressure's
that
enormous.
drop-off is almost inevitable.
What was that movie? I can't remember what it was, but it was about – it might have been the James Brown story itself when he was on Ed Sullivan.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked off stage, tore it up, and looked at Mick Jagger and said, follow that. Right. That's what I'm saying. Same thing, right? So – so you're going to get a bunch of questions, and they're going to wonder why you're not winning like Harbaugh. And Maybe there was pressure there, and you released it. I'm going to replace my quarterback because I'm tired of you asking. What you should have done is gone Nick Saban. You keep asking me the same question.
Poison.
Right. I'm not going to tell you, so stop asking and move on with it. But, yeah, it's a sign of dysfunction. When you tell the media a big change like that before you tell the guys that are actually lining up for you.
And if you're pulling your quarterback out and putting a new one in, 3 games into the season, and I get it. They got absolutely smoked by Texas, but Texas might be the best team in the country. Right?
I think Sark's got it going. Yeah.
So, losing to them is not shameful, but you're going to change that quickly. Fine. You got pressured into it. You made the wrong decision. Cool. Whatever. Why tell anybody publicly? You got to tell your team. You're going to practice. This kid's going to take more reps than the new guy. I understand. But now Lincoln Riley's saying what I think most people would say, which is we're going to prepare for everybody like we do every week. We got to be true. But I would imagine
he could be lying. Yeah.
He could be, but he also could be telling the truth.
It could be gamesmanship. I mean, look, they do things, and coaches do this all the time, and the 49ers are great at it, to bring them up for a half second. They will run a play or maybe 2 that's just out of this world that you have to stay up and diagram and prepare for, and then you'll never see it. But you wasted time. Didn't Mike Tomlin just do that? Game number 1 to the Atlanta Falcons, to Raheem Morris.
Yeah.
He ran stuff just so he had to prepare for it, and then he didn't run it. So that's what happened. So this could be gamesmanship. He could be telling the truth, but it seems like he was telling the media so they would leave him alone about the question.
I can't wait to see if SC does go in there and win. They're 5.5-point favorites last I looked.
I think it's 5 this morning.
Is it 5 this morning?
On ESPN Bet.
Okay, so 5. Go in there.
SC's going to mop Michigan.
You think so?
I do. I think SC's better than what people think.
Okay, so because that's where I was headed.
Yeah.
Is it because SC is better than a lot of people thought they would be? They got Danton Lynn, who comes in, reshape the defense.
Yes.
They look much better on that side of the ball than they have in a really long time. Or is it that Michigan is really backed up from what we've expected them to be? Maybe both. Yeah.
Yes. And so the thing with them, right? So SC is always talented. SC will always have athletes, and they'll always get good athletes coming to their school. They were just a little out of sorts last season, but I think they've sewed that up. And thanks to Paul Feinbaum and the like, you have galvanized them. Now it's them against the world, and that's their mentality right now. So I think Michigan is a little out of sorts. They're trying to figure it out. I think
it's hard to come back to back when you lose so many guys to the draft.
Correct.
Well.
I think
you
SC
lost
mops them.
Your quarterback, you lost your running back,
yes.
and those are just the skill position guys off the top of my head that I know that were there. I can't wait to if SC wins, and it's been a long time since SC was really good here. Really good. Like, hey, you know what? We might mess around and go, and this year it's different because there's not a Final Four. But SC never went to the Final Four. Like,
no.
they were kind of sort of with Caleb Williams' first year, right around the edge of it, but they got beaten in the Pac-12 championship. It didn't come together. When SC is good in this town, it's super fun. Because people lose their minds. They think they're never going to lose another game.
Right.
They're going to win the whole thing, and it changes like that.
Stunning admission, right? I have a hatred of AC, but it's not like a real hatred. It's more like jealousy.
Yeah.
But I have to say this. When SC is good, the entire Pac-10, Pac-12 was good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So same thing. And I said this yesterday. I think that USC will be the first former Pac-12 team to win the Big Ten. They will
ahead of Oregon, ahead of Washington.
They will build faster, and they will get better athletes than Oregon. Yeah, watch. Mark my words. And Emily just told me Michigan had 13 players.
Yeah, they lost 13 players to the draft.
13 players to the draft.
13 NFL players off your team. You're going to back up a little bit.
A little bit.
In addition to losing your coach.
Right.
Right. That's a lot to lose.
You think SC wins the Big Ten before Oregon or Washington?
Absolutely.
I think it's hilarious that we're not even mentioning UCLA, but we'll put that aside for another minute.
I mean, they might not win a game this year.
No,
I
didn't say we were wrong. I just said that it was funny because Oregon has been near it.
Correct.
For the last 10 years or so, Oregon hasn't. They've been in the. I think they were in the BCS a couple of times. They've been near it. SC really hasn't. Is it a Lincoln Riley thing? Is it a resource thing?
It is a Lincoln Riley and a resource thing and a proximity thing.
Because Oregon's got the resources of Nike. Phil Knight is basically, he's pushing 90 if he's not there already.
But you're still up there. And if SC starts to build and becomes that program again, they will start hemorrhaging 5 stars from Oregon, and you will start to bring them down here.
But when you say it's up there, like I understand the way that I get it, but that feels antiquated to me because here's why. Oregon has facilities that are second to none. right?
Correct.
They whatever you want in that college football world, Oregon's got it.
Absolutely.
The idea of recruiting your backyard is still kind of a thing, but the players move like crazy now. It used to be, Pete Carroll had the line, we're just going to build a wall around Southern California.
Now,
we're going to take everybody.
This ain't the old school. You're not broke anymore.
Right.
Now you have money, and now you want to do
things. But so does everybody else.
You want to do things outside of school. You want to do things outside of facility. That's what Eugene does not have. So Phil Knight he'll have the facilities. You'll have the state-of-the-art locker room.
You can even have commercials filmed with your...
Yes.
You can get endorsements if you're in Oregon.
But that's only great when you're on campus. What about when football is over and I just want to go hang out? This also factors in.
Yeah.
When they start competing in the Big Ten and winning there, you'll see. This will turn into a zoo. This will absolutely turn into the destination spot for a lot of people.
Here's what I hope. Here's why I hope you're right. Not because I like SC more than Oregon. It's the other way around for me personally. But I think if SC could do what you're saying, I think it might hasten the reassembling of the Pac-12. Maybe it's not called the Pac-12
You're
anymore.
reading my mind, Travis.
But yeah. I'm saying that because part of the reason the Pac-12 didn't work, and we are where we are right now, is that SC had to carry all that water. And when they went bad, the whole conference kind of went. Washington was still really good. Oregon was still really good, but it's not the same.
You need SC to be on top.
Yes.
I know. SC is the thing we need to take down every year. And when they're down, the entire conference is down. When they're on top, we're great. That's the way it is.
And when are we doing our picks?
We are going to do our picks at 11:30.
11:30?
Yeah, well, 12:30 we're off the air at this point.
I understand. I'm still recalibrating my my internal clock is still not quite where
we
it
already
used to
gave
be.
away a little bit of our picks for USC Michigan, but maybe we'll all be a little surprising with who we actually take when we have our money on the line.
I need to get back in this because I am getting absolutely lapped, and I don't want to wear a costume.
Replace your quarterback.
Yeah, but I'm the quarterback. That's the problem. I don't want to replace myself. I don't want to do it. Party, park, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room, now open 24/7. Call in right now, 877-710-3776, 877-710-ESPN. You got a chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino that includes this Sunday's tailgate party passes at the casino and game day tickets to SoFi, right? Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 or older to enter. Call right now. Get your Rams trivia ready. 877-710-ESPN. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Blake Corum may be combining for 30 or more carries on Sunday. I'm Travis Rogers.
That's today's Rams Report on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes this Sunday's tailgate party passes to HPC and game day tickets at SoFi. Listen for your cue to call 877-710-ESPN and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Tailgate passes to HPC and game tickets to SoFi, Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 and older to enter.
5:30
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CLEAN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CLEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CLEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second.
BetMGM and GameSense are money to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch the most live NFL games all in one place, which means you can watch the Rams and the Colts and the Vikings and the Bengals and the Buccaneers and the Chargers, or whoever you're rooting for, all in your living room. But not literally, of course. That would be dangerous. Watch every game every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Ooh. All right, so here's what's going on. You got a chance to win the Ultimate Game Day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino, which will include a Sunday tailgate party. You get passes to that at Hollywood Park Casino and game day tickets to SoFi. So the candidates for the next class of Hall of Fame inductees was announced. So here is your question. If the first person does not get it, you're going to get the next person will get the same question. So just use that information to your benefit. Do not answer, DeMarco.
Do not answer.
I know you know the answer. We're going to see
what's the question?
Whether or not Rudy in Pomona knows the answer to this question. Rudy, how you feeling this morning?
Good, Travis.
All right, Rudy, here's your question. Who is the most recent Ram player to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Oh, you better know that, Rudy.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
What is it?
5,
Torrey Holt.
4.
Did you say Torrey Holt?
Torrey Holt is incorrect.
Yes.
Sorry, Rudy. All right, that is not right. We will go on to the next one. We're going to go to Long Beach and Miguel. Miguel, how you feeling this morning?
Come on, Miguel.
Good. How about you guys? I'm nervous.
No, you're all right, Miguel.
No,
all right.
be nervous. Be nervous.
Same question.
Yeah.
Who is the most recent Ram player to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Was it Isaac Bruce?
Ding, ding, ding. You are the winner, Miguel. Good job. All right, stay on the line. Emily's going to get your information. Stay there, and you got a chance. Or a chance, you win. You win tailgate party passes to the tailgate coming up on Sunday, plus game day tickets. Not bad.
Marco, why are they booing Isaac Bruce? They're not booing him, Mom. They're just saying Bruce. Oh, I thought they were booing him.
Is that your mom?
That's my mom. Just Bruce. Get it. The last Niner that was inducted to the Hall of Fame. Do you know?
I do not.
Me either. Do you?
T.O.?
Yeah. No, right?
It might have been Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Has there been another 40? Patrick Willis. Did he go in?
I don't know.
Okay.
T.O.'s in. I know that.
Davis is in the list, right?
Vernon Davis is on the list this year.
So
yeah,
he would be the last one if he
revolutionary tight end, a 4-3 tight end. We never saw that before.
Oh, fast!
Fast tight end. Yes, we've never seen that before. Let me see. 49ers.
My guess is T.O.
Okay, Hall of Fame. Yeah.
So the new crop of guys is out. Eli Manning at the top of the list. Look, can I give you my theory on the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Just halls of fame. It's like attorneys general.
Yeah,
It's halls of fame. It should be almost impossible to get into the Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
Okay, it should be that exclusive.
Yes,
Yeah.
there should be long periods of time.
Frank Gore is the last.
Frank Gore is the last
Frank
one.
Gore.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go. Frank Gore.
Well deserved.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But it should be to the point where everybody just goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It should never. If the answer is ever,
shouldn't be a debate.
We're done.
Yeah.
Like for instance, use a sport that I talk about the most, baseball. Does Ricky Henderson deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Yes.
There's not one person that ever watched baseball that looked at Ricky Henderson and went anything other than is Clayton Kershaw supposed to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yes.
If I said Ryan Howard, what would you say?
Me is a no, as a hard no.
Hard no.
But I understand why somebody may make but that's
Right.
the point.
That's
it's like
it.
it should be that difficult to get in.
Yeah.
And I don't and obviously we've changed the rules dramatically because now it's hey, he's got the most blank, most touchdowns, most home runs, most hits, most RBIs. You know who gets in under those? He's got the most of anybody that's not in. You know who gets in?
Who?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Because there's always the next guy. Well, he's in. Now he's the guy with the most that's not in. Okay, he's in. So we'll move down
that's
the
where we've gotten to with professional football, with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. With receivers, hard.
Yeah.
Because the numbers are going up. So Torrey Holt had the best 10 years of any receiver ever in the league. But now that's going to be commonplace, what he did.
Right.
Because the game has changed so much. So receiver's going to be tough. But it seems like the Pro Football Hall of Fame over the last 10 years, and this is just not my opinion, a lot of Hall of Famers feel this way, it's been watered down. It's too easy to get in for certain guys. Like
That's
the one I know
too bad.
The one that stands out to me was Tony Baselli. That's the one that stood out for a lot of other people too. They think he
got a good playoff game.
Really good against Bruce Smith. You shut out Bruce Smith, and he played 7 years. They don't think that was enough. Now, Hall of Fame talent, absolutely Baselli's that good. Did he play long enough? Maybe not.
Is it long enough or is it good enough? Because that's
it's both.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick, I was really good for a long time, or I was the best that there was in the whole league for a short period of time.
Kind of like Marshawn.
Right?
Marshawn Lynch, would you put him in the Hall of Fame?
I would.
Yes.
He is 29th in career rushing yards.
Okay.
I think Eddie George is above him.
But can you close your eyes and picture the impact that Marshawn Lynch made on those teams?
Tiki Barber has more rushing yards than Marshawn Lynch career-wise, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. You're going to have to, just kind of fudge it a little bit. He's 29th, but he's better than what you think.
Can you tell the story of that era of football in the NFL without mentioning Marshawn
Skittles,
Lynch?
crotch grab, the whole thing.
But that shouldn't be the criteria to the Hall of Fame.
I feel like the Hall of Fame should. You can't tell an era of football without this person.
I tend to agree with Emily. I think that if you're telling the history of your sport, and for instance, through the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
You can't tell that period of time without Albert Pujols and Clayton Kershaw and these guys. They're with Mike Trout, like Ichiro. These are the guys that were the story of that, right?
That's the problem with stories, though. That's just people making you a story. You have to get back to the hard numbers. How many carries? How many touchdowns? How many yards did you rush
But the
for?
museum is about telling a story. The Hall of Fame is about telling the story of your sport.
But these are the best football players on earth. So
Yeah.
part of your job is production. So when you put the 29th career rushing leader in the Hall of Fame, but 28 is not.
Yeah.
Or 27 is
I
not. That doesn't
understand
make sense. Yeah.
I want it to be so hard. You know who should be, like, since we're on running backs, Walter Payton should be in the Hall of Fame. Emmitt Smith should be in the Hall of Fame.
Those are no-brainers. Look at their
but
numbers.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No-brainers. They're in. Jim Brown, in.
Okay,
Like, if there were
as much as
60 guys in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame, that's cool
As
with me.
much as I love Marshawn Lynch, it's not a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But then if you're going to go just by production,
You're going to have to debate some people on that.
Yeah.
That's
Marshall
what I'm saying.
Falk, in.
Heartbeat.
Yeah.
He was the best weapon in the game,
Right.
and his numbers say so.
just by numbers of production, then how do you grade offensive linemen?
Pro Bowls,
Okay,
all pros.
Pro Bowls, all pros. Guys they played against, guys they played with.
Who should vote?
Like
Who
Anthony
should be the guy
Munoz?
to get in? Like, is it because what you said is interesting. Media members are one thing, but players know. But the problem is, like, if you know, I could never get around this guy. He was a brick wall. I could never move him. You know that. But what if you, and I'm not saying DeMarco Farr would do this, but a lot of people have personal agendas. I hate that guy. I'm never voting for him.
True.
So it gets
that's
in
why
that
I keep
weird
saying
spot.
it's like the most important thing now, the way the Hall of Fame is now. And this is talking to Marshall, talking to Torrey, who's going through it, talking to Isaac, who got in, and Orlando Pace, who did not go first ballot. It all depends on who's presenting you. And you have to really fight for that guy in the room. You had to fight for Vermeil. all the other sports writers that say, no, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, or heck no, I'm not going to vote for him.
Explain that to me. What do you mean somebody that's there's somebody that goes in front of the committee and makes the case on your behalf?
It's like a lawyer. Somebody is telling your career to a bunch of other sports writers, and you're convincing some people that are completely out on you. I don't like him, like T.O. I'm not going to vote for him.
Yeah.
But then the guy presenting says, look at his numbers. Forget how you feel about the guy. In the history of football, there's only been 3 receivers better than him, period. Now, are you going to be that guy that says no because you don't like him?
Some people, baseball writers, used to do that all the time.
Of course, but this is the thing with football now. Yeah.
And look at Eli Manning. Outside of his 2 Super Bowl winning seasons, which are fantastic, and what he would be the only person not to make it that hasn't...
Him and Plunkett.
Yeah, exactly. And so... But then you look at everything outside of those 2 Super Bowl seasons.
Never won a playoff game outside of those 2 seasons.
Exactly.
That's weird. But he also went 4-0 in those 2 seasons and beat the Patriots both times.
When he
was
beat
Super Bowl MVP both times.
When he beat the Patriots, that put him in.
But
and his name is Manning, and he played in New York City.
So
these are
part of that is going to be politics, and he will get in. He will definitely get in. I think the only thing you could do to Eli Manning is make him wait a year. I think that might be fair.
I know this isn't Hall of Fame, but didn't Shaq have one writer not vote for him? It could have been unanimous for the MVP, and one guy said,
"Yeah." Who didn't vote for Shaq, and
know.
why? Because
but there are guys. Hank Aaron didn't go in unanimously. Willie Mays didn't go in unanimously. Ted Williams. I mean, it's finally.
MVP,
I think Rivera was the first one that went in 100% of the vote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now hopefully we're done with that stupid thing. But if you're presenting for Patrick Mahomes in 15 years. You just walk in. No. Just whoever's job it is to present for Patrick Mahomes.
It'd be the easiest
You
thing.
just walk in and go, we're done here, right?
Here, give me
and
that,
you walk out.
Give me that, push play, and let's just watch.
We're done.
Especially if he gets the repeat this year.
Right.
If Patrick Mahomes
Bus
got hit
test.
by a bus, he's in. It's over. He won the Super Bowl 3 times. He went 4 times in 5 years.
He's in.
It's done.
When was the last time he didn't make an AFC Championship game?
Never.
Yeah, exactly.
But to your point, Marshawn Lynch will get in because of the induction.
He's a character.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. You
It's a
can't
show.
wait for that. Yeah, no doubt.
And it's also a museum, and you want to see the bust of Marshawn Lynch in there.
Yeah, I do.
I wonder if he cares. That's the thing. I wonder if, because T.O. didn't even show up.
Is it like an Oscar where you have to care a little bit in order for them to induct you?
I mean, if it helps, yes. If you really want to get in, that will help you. But if you don't care, but your numbers say you'll get in,
if Tom Brady never cared, like he's
you're
going to
still going in. Yeah. The guy I keep bringing up is Leslie O'Neal. Leslie O'Neal is like top 5 in sacks. Care less.
Yeah.
Don't even call me. That's what. If I wonder if Marshawn Lynch cares about going into the Hall of Fame.
I believe you that there are people that don't care. I just have a hard time wrapping my head around that. You know
Not
what I mean?
caring?
This is what I've dedicated my life to. I was one of the best who have ever done that. I would like to be recognized as such. That would matter to me.
There are 1,000 millions of players like me that dream of going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Right. This would be the goal. But some people, they're the top 1%. Some guys just don't care.
Our NFL picks against the spread, and my comeback starts now. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Have you put the Prize Picks app on your phone? You should, because it's awesome and it's fun, and they're going to pay you quickly, right? You can get your money usually in as little as 15 minutes, and it's just more or less. Everybody can do more or less, right? How about this? Right now, you got a game coming up tonight. Aaron Rodgers, more or less than 260 yards and a half passing, right? That's what Prize Picks is. You pick more, you pick less, and you can win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks, right? How easy is that? What are you waiting for? Put the Prize Picks app on your phone. Use the code 710, and when you use the code 710, you're going to get $50 instantly when you play. Just $5. Just $5, and you get $50 instantly. That's code 710 on Prize Picks to get your $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even have to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy with Prize Picks.
The new
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
There, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Escape to paradise at Terranea Resort on the breathtaking Palos Verdes Peninsula. Enjoy 102 acres of oceanfront luxury with panoramic Pacific views. Relax in style with a variety of accommodations from elegant guest rooms to private villas. Indulge at diverse dining venues and rejuvenate at the award-winning spa. Visit Terranea.com to book your stay today. Terranea Resort, luxury on the Southern California coast.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like Bear Dynasty interior paint, their most durable one-coat hide paint ever. From a team color statement wall to a fan cave, complete with a mural honoring Nick Saban's 17-year dynasty.
Hey, I like that idea.
Nothing beats Bear Dynasty interior paint. It's everything you need all in one can.
Defend your game time with Bear and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Valid only when tinted to colors from the Bear Dynasty and Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Color Collection.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching.
Does this have peanuts?
To waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so it's week 3 of the NFL season. Jorge, stay out of this.
Hey, what does he ask?
Here are the standings as we head into week 3. Jorge is at top. He's got 15 points through the first 2 weeks. DeMarco, you are in second with 11. Emily is in third. She will bat leadoff in our upcoming games here. She's got 10, and that's where we'll leave it because somebody else is in single digits. The low single digits. I have 5 points along the way. All right. So first game, as always, we start with the Rams. They got the Niners this week. Emily, the Rams are a 7-point underdog at home. Who you got?
This is a stinky line. I don't like it. I don't like it at all because both teams have injuries. Obviously, we saw what happened with the Rams last week. They get absolutely blown out against the Cardinals. It is home, but it's home with quotation marks around it. Am I crazy for saying the Rams? It's a divisional.
No,
it's a divisional.
You're
opponent.
not crazy.
To stay within 7 points.
You're not crazy.
I'm taking Rams at my 2 though.
Rams at 2. Jorge, do I need to ask?
Yeah, my crutches are metal. The Rams' crutches are wood. I'm taking the Rams at my 4, baby.
Jorge gets the Niners at 4. I'm going to take the Rams too because this is unscientific, but I also believe in this. They got embarrassed last week.
Mm-hmm.
They got their butts kicked last week.
Handed to them.
Yep. Professional athletes have pride. Sean McVay has pride.
Yes.
Sean McVay is tired of hearing about how the Niners are the team that he can't quite figure out during the regular season, et cetera, et cetera. I think whatever he's got in his bag is coming out on Sunday. I'm going to take the Rams, and I feel good about it, so I'm going to put it at 1.
I am right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rammies at 1 for the very same reason. The only thing that gives me pause is he doesn't have Cooper Kupp, doesn't have Puka Nacua, doesn't have Jonah Jackson, but I do not care.
And Darius Williams and Steve Avila.
I do not care. But
Jorge, you're going to clean up on us all season.
Yes.
With us being
I'm going with
Rams.
Rams 1. Yeah, you heard that. I want that hat. Yes.
All right, next game. It is the Chargers on the road in Pittsburgh. Pretty close line.
Ooh.
1.5. The Steelers are 1.5-point favorites at home. Jorge.
I'll take the Chargers. Give me the Chargers at my 2. No, I'll take them at give them at 2.
2. Chargers at 2. I'm going to take the Chargers as well. Because they looked really good last week. I know they're playing a bad team. Jim Harbaugh is no longer allowing anybody to high-five his quarterback because he wants to keep Justin Herbert's fingers safe.
I love it.
So no more high fives there. Not only am I going to take the Chargers, putting them all the way at the top. I want them at 4. DeMarco.
Steelers have won, almost 400 games at home all time?
Yep.
I'm going to take Pitt.
Okay.
I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'll put that as my number 2.
Pitt at 2.
As much as I like how much fun they're having, I'm taking Pitt at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so before any of you guys picked, I was going to pick the Chargers because every game Mike Tomlin is supposed to win, he loses. Every game he's supposed to lose, he wins. He does that consistently for the past couple of years. Without Ben, it's always what happens. So I want to pick the Chargers, but I want to make up ground. And this is a tough line.
It's week 3 of an 18-week season.
I understand.
You got time.
We've picked the same picks, almost all of our picks this entire time that we've been doing this.
Dang.
Week 3.
Can I change my pick?
No.
You have the
No,
receipt.
you can't.
You got your receipt.
I am going to go down with my ship, and I'm going to go Steelers. At my 3.
At your 3?
Pittsburgh at
We'll
3.
see about that.
I can't change the pick?
Nope.
Really?
Talk to the commissioner.
No.
Make your case to her.
Come on.
If you had to ask me
Buyer's
if the Steelers
remorse?
will
No.
score a touchdown,
They've
I'll
scored
say no.
2 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
They're 15 and a half points a game. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, they don't
Chris
put up a lot
Boswell
of
is
points.
very talented, though.
Yeah, very. Yes.
Wait, 6 field goals in a game? That'll work. All right, I got the first pick in the next one here. It's Carolina at Vegas. Carolina looks horrible.
And DeMarco wants that quarterback on our team.
Well, he's not going to play on Sunday. It's going to be Andy Dalton, who I did not even know was still in the league until he got put in the game ahead of Bryce Young. I'm going to take the Raiders. Every time I take the Raiders, they end up biting me in the backside. So I'm going to take them at 2. Raiders at 2, DeMarco.
Raiders. I'll take anybody against Carolina. I'll take the Raiders, and I'll put them as my 4.
4 for DeMarco. M.
What if they have a bounce where Andy Dalton wins? The Raiders do suck. So, do I take it? I have my 4, my 1 left. I'm going to take the Raiders. Still my 4.
Raiders at 4. Jorge, you got a chance here. You want to jump on that Carolina bandwagon?
I think I do. Give me the Panthers at 1.
Carolina
Really?
at 1.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a little
happens.
game theory right there. All right, DeMarco, you're picking first. Last game, SC in the Big House at Michigan. Michigan is a 5-point home underdog.
I'll take SC.
SC laying the points
I'll take
on the
SC,
road.
and this will be a message sent to the rest of college football that SC is back.
M.
I feel stinky about all my picks. I hate all my picks. I hated them so much. And I'm going to go even further. I'm going to take Michigan at my 1. I think that it is a lot of points. They're at home. I still think USC wins, but I think it's going to be a tight one. I think it'll be a field goal difference. So I'm going to go Michigan at my 1.
Jorge.
SC 3. Yeah, I think it's my last one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Michigan because I want the points. I think SC wins, but I don't think I think it's close.
Close game. Okay.
I'm just going to take a big school in front of 100,000 people at home. Last time they played against a good team, they got smashed in there. I think they got something for them with this quarterback. I hope.
Mine are.
A lot of hope.
5 points. Yeah.
Mine feels very stinky doo-doo.
Keep in mind, I got 5 points. So take my picks for.
You're taking big swings. I see it.
I have been right about my prize picks pick of the week the past couple weeks.
That comes tomorrow, right?
That comes tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was right last week about Jared Goff over 300 yards passing. I got that right.
And you got Florida State right twice.
Florida State right, and I got something else right. So anyway.
Can you still do that?
She hates Florida State.
You do?
Yes. Where have you
Virginia.
been?
I
I've
didn't
talked
know that.
about it every Monday for the past couple of weeks.
Why do you hate Florida State?
Well,
she hates most things, first of all.
I'm
starting to realize. My goodness.
I was growing up in a household that did not like Florida State.
Why?
Also, we can ask my mom this because my mom will be here next month, so we can ask my mom
Is your mom going to come through?
Yeah.
Awesome.
She wants to see the office.
UVA and Florida State have a
in the
rivalry?
same conference. Not in football,
really
they don't.
That's what I'm like. Why
Basketball, kinda.
I really don't know why I don't like Florida.
Baseball?
I tend to not like chop teams in general. I don't tend to
Chop teams?
Are there more than just the two?
Well, there's Florida State. There's
the
Braves. Chiefs do
Oh,
it as well.
do the Chiefs do it?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So any team that
Not very well.
Formerly the Redskins did.
Yeah.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. So any team that's a chop, obviously because I don't like that term in terms of like PC culture, but also I just think it's annoying. It's just ugh.
Dang.
Add it to the list.
You know, when I watch the Raiders, I just get so mad
about
Brock Bowers.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God, he's so good.
All of the chatter before the draft was
Yeah.
that the Rams were trying to move up.
Yes.
And it felt like they were trying to move up to get him.
And I see why.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's so good.
Other than his aggressively receding hairline, he's awesome.
He looks like a stressed-out banker. He does, but he's cool.
He looks like he's got a 401k.
Yeah.
And his kids are in high school, maybe early college.
Yes.
And he's just like, I just got to get to the finish line.
He votes.
He
You're
votes.
saying he looks like you.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Runs for
except
city
for
council.
I got 30 years
Yeah.
on the guy.
But he's so good.
He's terrific.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that yet.
What were you going to say?
No, my dad said something about that cat.
You
What? Go
Trust
ahead.
me, I can't.
All right.
Break.
Did you hear the boom at your house last night?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? What were you guys talking about? There was a boom?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it on the other side because I have a theory that the world is coming to an end soon. So I'll
I
run
don't
it
want
by
to hear
you.
that, Travis.
Well, hey, look, if it happens fast, we'll be good. What are you going to do? The Dump Super Crosstalk's coming up next. It's Trav. It's DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Rotolo Chevrolet. You know, it's just nice to be back for a variety of different reasons, but mostly because I get to talk about my pals at Rotolo Chevrolet. 13 years in a row, Dealer of the Year. Because they take care of you. They take care of everybody, right? Go on out and find out for yourself what all the fun's about. Go find out for yourself why Mike Capozio is always dancing on TV. He got a big smile on his face because he's taking care of people with Chevy cars and trucks. Well, making sure that you get the exact Silverado you're looking for at the price that you're looking for with customer service that's going to make your socks roll up and down. That's what they do at Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. It's right there. All the Silverados, all the Chevy cars and trucks. And if Fontana's a little bit far, go online, rotolochevy.com, ROTOLO, rotolochevy.com. And whether you go in, whether you go online, make sure you tell them that Travis sent you, and you'll find out for yourself what I've experienced when I've bought cars from Rotolo Chevrolet. Courteous, transparent, upfront. You feel good about your purchase at Rotolo Chevrolet. When's the last time you could say that when you were talking about buying a car or a truck? Get on out to Rotolo Chevrolet, right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit, and tell them that Trav sent you.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
These means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's handmade vodka was distilled in the heart of Austin, Texas. Since then, its roots have stayed put, and its vodka continues to be made on the same land where Tito built his dream. A distillery called Mockingbird that houses a simple vodka with a spirit the size of Texas and as good as the day it was born. Learn more about the Tito's story at titosvodka.com. That's titosvodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Calling all tradespeople, maintenance, and facilities pros. DeWalt is hooking up you and a teammate with 2 tickets to the Rams home opener versus the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday the 22nd, plus a new DeWalt Tough System 2.0 DXL workstation. Just snap a pic of you and your team working hard on the job site and post it on @ESPN Los Angeles Facebook and Instagram with hashtag #MyDeWaltToughTeam. One lucky fan will score 2 tickets to the Rams vs 49ers and a new DeWalt Tough System 2.0 DXL workstation. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Yeah.
I
Don't
did not
skip
know
this,
that.
Travis.
We're going to do it. We're going to do
Don't
that
skip
one
it.
second. We're going to go to the second one first. Happy birthday to Adam West, who, of course, best known for playing Batman in the 1960s.
Like this. You ever see that?
The funky, the kind of the
Yes.
trippy Batman.
With his hand. He'd always do this as he's talking.
The
Yes.
campy Batman.
I love that. Pow, bang,
Boof,
boop.
And they do
whiz,
feature it in
splat.
the Spider-Verse movies because they feature all the different Spider-Man eras, and so they have the Adam West Spider-Man.
Adam West, of course, big part of Family Guy. Like Adam West had a whole second career as a comedic actor along the way. Shares a birthday with our own Chris Morales. So how about that? So I know that's Chris's favorite Batman as well. You want me to do it?
Yes, of course.
Happy birthday to Jimmy Fallon, who turns 49 today.
You don't like Jimmy Fallon?
I do not.
What did Jimmy Fallon do to you?
Nothing other than not entertain me.
Ever?
No.
Not once.
No, Jimmy Fallon is the guy. Now, I think Jimmy Fallon's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Because he's realized that he has made an unbelievable career for himself by being next to people who do things and then going like this right next to their face.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here too.
Some of the clips when he's making music is kind of cool.
He's got a little bit of musical talent. I'll give him that. But I just his whole
Mick
thing
Jagger's
is
unbelievable.
Yeah, but he's always doing the Barry Gibb talk show thing they did was pretty good.
Yes.
But
yes.
Living up on the Barry Gibb talk show.
That's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty funny. But it feels like he's always having somebody do something really funny, and then he's just kind of standing there next to him.
He's
That
the guy
bothers
next
me.
to him. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I always
Like
thought
he
was
ruins cowbell.
Oh, my gosh.
Did he ruin cowbell?
Yeah, he's back there goofball laughing in the back row while Farrell and Walken are doing their thing.
And everybody in that sketch was like, yeah, he ruined it.
I did not know you hated Jimmy Fallon. This is new.
He's not my guy.
He's just not.
I like most of the late night. I like Colbert. I love Kimmel. I like Jon Stewart. John Oliver's fine.
What was the Scottish guy?
Oh, Craig Ferguson.
My God,
he was great.
He used to crack me up. Why is he off air?
I don't know. Did he go back?
Did he Me Too? No,
I don't know. What happened to Craig Ferguson?
He was funny. I used to love his show. Yeah.
So when I worked for Rome, before Craig Kilborn left that show.
Yeah.
Right. So they basically had like a rotating cast of guests that came in to quasi audition to just fill the day or whatever it was. So Jim got a chance to go do it to host Late Show. It was the most unbelievable setup ever. You come in there, they got writers, I don't know how many, a dozen, maybe more, maybe 15. They write you 500 jokes.
Really?
You pick the 12 that you like the best.
Wow.
You go out there and you read the 12. It is so. I'm like, this is a job that
That's
people
cool.
can get. Jim and I walked out and like, how in the world? Like, do we have a chance at this thing at all?
God.
We didn't get it. It was pretty good.
I
Foo
like
Fighters
Fallon.
played that night. We got
Great-
to see Foo Fighters.
great show.
Kerry Washington was his first guest. Pretty good day. Right.
Is that a good gig to get? Like, would you, if you had
Yes.
options of all the things in Hollywood to choose from, would you want to host a late night show, or
Absolutely.
would you want to host a game show, work a lot less?
Game show's a better job
Yeah.
because it's a lot less work. It's a
Yeah.
lot easier.
I
the
do the
prestige
talk
of the
show,
late
and
night talk
I'd
show.
book Crispin Glover every chance I got. At Gary Busey every chance I got. the craziest
You
people.
want Busey and Crispin Glover
The
as your
nuts.
guys.
I want them all.
Trying to
Absolutely.
think
Yeah,
who
but like
else
with
you can
late
get.
night, you just can't take any time off. Like, it's all
No,
the
it's
time.
and it's a grind. It's
Yeah.
every night. You got to be on top of the news.
And
But
it's not
but
as prestigious as it used to be.
it's not. But the staff, I mean, I'm not kidding
Mm.
you. There was 15 writers. They all came in with 25 jokes, and
Wow.
you picked the 10 or 12 you liked the best. It's like, yep. No. That's not bad. Put that in the maybe. It was wonderful. You felt like a
Wow.
Caesar.
That's awesome.
You just, I'll take that one. I won't take that
Caesar.
one. It was amazing. Today in 1994, ER premiered. Were you an ER guy?
I was on and off. I watched it when it first came out, got away from it, came back again. I was heavy in the Clooney years.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Yeah.
And then kind of got off and then came back. Yes.
Susan loves that show. So we watched that a ton when we first got married. So that was 94. Yeah, we got married shortly after that.
Yeah.
She watched that show every week. I don't think I missed an episode of that show for the first. That show was on, 10, 12
It was a
years?
great
It was on
show.
a long time.
Yeah, it even survived post to the Clooney leaving, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It ran another
forever.
My parents
8
loved
years
that
or
show.
so.
It didn't catch me, but yeah.
It's
It
a
was
great
good.
show. Yeah,
I've never
kind
been
of
a big procedural, like medical procedural person.
I was Law and Order for doctors. That's
Basically,
Yeah.
but unlike Law and Order, they're all standalones.
Yeah.
ER built on itself.
Yeah, there's other.
And they had the guy from Coming to America. So every time he come on, we go, let your soul
Oh,
go.
my God. Eric LaSalle.
Eric LaSalle.
And
That's it.
House came after, obviously.
Yeah.
But like also
Grey's
the same thing
Anatomy
where
is
it like
another
kind of follows the
Yep.
through line. Grey's Anatomy is still on.
Eric LaSalle
somehow.
was sitting right behind our bench in the
Scrubs.
Super Bowl.
No.
Right behind. And we couldn't get over it. We kept saying, that's the Soul Glow dude.
Of course he's he's one of those guys because he was so good in that role. He
Yes.
could be in a million different things. He probably has.
You're
but
typecast.
he's the Soul Glow guy forever and ever. Doogie Howser premiered on this day in 1989.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frankie Muniz, right?
No. Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick. What's Frankie Muniz?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Now he's doing hair replacement ads.
Is he really?
Kidding me.
Frankie Muniz is.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not Neil Patrick Harris.
No, Frankie Muniz.
Super talented Neil Patrick Harris, right?
yeah.
Singer?
Yeah, you know, my friend Mike Robin, shout out to Mike Robin, produced Doogie Howser back
Oh, yeah?
in the day.
No way.
And one of the really funny bits we did is, they were always paging people in the
Right.
hospital. So I got paged many, many times in that hospital.
No, you
Dr.
didn't.
Steve Mason, please report to the. Yeah.
That's
No,
awesome.
that's
It
awesome.
was so much fun.
You
Wow.
have a good IMDb of random little appearances.
Just random stuff. Yeah.
That's
Just
terrific.
dumb stuff on my
So
IMDb.
my favorite Frankie Muniz work is Big Fat Liar, which is where it stars Paul Giamatti, and this is where I met Paul Giamatti as a kid, and it came out in 2002. Basically, Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes are two kids that come up with an idea for a movie. They go to try to sell it in Hollywood, and they go to all these studios, and they say no. But Paul Giamatti steals the movie, and they realize it's in the trailer, and they try to prank him and get him back for it. So they turn his pool blue. They set like dogs after him.
What's it called?
Big Fat Liar.
Do you know Big Fat
I
Liar?
don't know Big Fat Liar. I
Yeah.
know Big Fat Liars, but I do not know
Who doesn't?
the Big Fat Liar. But hey, let me just throw one other thing in
Yeah.
there. Is Frankie Muniz? Is it his birthday? Is that what it is?
No, it's Doogie Howser premiered today. DeMarco thought Frankie Muniz was
Yes.
Doogie
Right.
Howser. That's how we got
Now,
to
did Frankie Muniz not play the guy with the mole? Am I I'm totally.
All I know Frankie Muniz from is
thinking of
Malcolm in
Fred
the Middle.
Savage.
Oh, Fred Savage.
Fred
we
Savage was the Wonder
We
Years.
blended everybody together.
yeah.
Frankie
The
Muniz,
cute
Fred
little
Savage,
child
and
actors.
Frank Muniz also is
Frankie Muniz
now.
was with Cranston on Malcolm in
On
the
Malcolm,
Middle.
Yeah.
and became a race car driver.
yeah,
for a
I was
while.
gonna say he races cars now.
Big Clipper fan for some reason.
Yes.
Frankie
That's-
Muniz is?
Yeah.
Him
I
and
used
Billy
to see
Crystal.
him and Billy Crystal
And
and
Reginald Vell Johnson from Family
Yes.
Matters.
Oh, yeah. And
And
was
Die
it
Hard.
Reginald Vell Johnson, the cop in Die Hard? Yeah.
and the big guy, Green Mile. He passed away.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Always at the Clippers.
Married Omarosa.
Correct.
No,
No,
really?
Yes,
he did
yes,
not.
he did.
Really?
Either married or was engaged to her
Were
when
they
he died.
married at the time?
don't think
Yeah,
they were.
when he
yes.
passed away, they were either engaged to be married or married.
Odd couple.
Today was the premiere of Goodfellas in 1990.
yes.
Short list of great mob movies of all time,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right near the top.
Short list right there.
Godfather.
The Hoof.
Goodfellas.
God, if you count Godfather as one, you got to include then Goodfellas and Casino are the two that pop into my
Great
mind.
movies, yes.
You know what we should do, Jorge?
What?
Little Super Crosstalk. Bonk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
And it was Patrick Willis.
What was Patrick
The
Willis?
last 49er to be inducted.
After Frank Gore.
Yes, he was. Patrick Willis just went in this August.
Okay.
To the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're trying to the trivia question for us today for a chance
You're
to
gonna know
win
this.
tickets.
Yeah.
Last Ram to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I know it.
Go ahead.
Do you know it?
No, not off the top
Well,
of my
he
head.
won't know it because he, like
Oh,
me,
I don't believe in the St. Louis
doesn't
Rams.
believe
I don't believe in the St. Louis
DeMarco
Rams.
St. Louis
I'm
Rams.
right
here. We're
I don't-
real.
I was a Los Angeles Rams
Here,
fan.
touch me. I'm here. Yeah.
They left, and I
Yes.
started not rooting for the Rams, and then
I'm
they
here.
come back,
Well,
and I'm a Rams
this
fan again.
guy actually qualifies by that. Go ahead.
Unless I've fallen off a truck, it's Isaac Bruce.
Correct.
Yeah, Isaac Bruce,
Who
And
played
we're
in
still-
Los Angeles.
and we're still waiting. Oh, did he? We're still waiting for Torrey Holt.
Yes, this is his last year.
Is this his last
He's
year?
got to get
Well,
in this
is he
year.
I
one
heard
of
you
the
guys
nominees?
talking about this, and I think the Hall of Fame thing is a fascinating discussion because I agree with you, Trav, that if you have to think about it,
No.
then no. But the problem is that's totally subjective.
I know.
Like, let me give you a hard one that'll be in this class.
Okay.
All right. Is Eli Manning a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He has fewer passing yards than Matt Ryan.
That's why I say. That's why I
Won
say
2
no.
Super Bowls and
Yeah.
beat Tom Brady both times.
Football stats are weird, first of all.
Okay.
Because the
By the way,
errors are so
500
wide.
record.
500 record.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is he's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. That kind of
Well,
kicks
wait.
you to the front
He's
of the
only
line.
talking first ballot. Is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. Is he first ballot? No.
All
How
right,
many guys
here's
come
another
along
one.
that have won 2 Super Bowls?
Here's another one.
Not many.
But there's some guys that have won 2 that aren't in.
Yes.
But only 2
Like
quarterbacks.
Jim
him and Plunkett.
Plunkett.
It's him and Plunkett.
It's it, Eli and Plunkett?
Yep.
All right, so what about this one?
But he'll get in. Manning will get in.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait to answer this because I
Yeah.
want them to go first.
Okay.
Adam Vinatieri.
I wouldn't put a kicker in the first
I
ballot.
would put him in like that.
Mace, he's not only going in on the first ballot, I think he might go in unanimously.
He should.
He played for 24 years.
Yeah,
he is the
he's a
NFL's
great kicker.
all-time leading scorer.
Beyond great.
And
Do you
he
think-
won 2 Super
I was gonna
Bowls
say, he
with
had
Do you
his
two
team.
think he's
game-winning
a
kicks.
first ballot Hall of Famer?
Beyond
DeMarco?
great. If
Beyond.
if I had
Mace,
to-
wow.
if I had to
maybe
pick-
more,
yeah.
maybe a higher percentage than anyone ever.
How many kickers are in the Hall of Fame? Not
Maybe
many, right?
Maybe 3.
There's a few. There's
one punter.
Ray
punter.
Guy's
One
in,
punter.
Ray
right?
Guy, and then
Yeah.
Devin Hester just got in as a return man. So they're still
But
lagging behind. those other teams.
Vinatieri, for the way I heard somebody describe this once is probably the closest. Because the problem, Trav, with your criteria, which I don't disagree with, but the problem with it is it's totally subjective.
It is.
And I just proved it. I say to Mace, Mace goes, I wouldn't vote for
Yeah,
a
I wouldn't
kicker.
vote for him.
Adam Vinatieri is an absolute lock.
I agree.
He's a bigger lock than Eli.
I agree.
But most fans would be, I think, like Mace. They would say, I'm in
not
no
just
hurry
fans.
to.
This is what I mean about.
I'm
the
in no
committee.
hurry to put
Yeah.
a kicker in. But when you look at his numbers, you had the disadvantage of not looking at his numbers. When
Right.
you look at his numbers, it's an absolute slam dunk.
Yeah.
It-
I don't
want
know.
fewer
I just don't,
people in, not more.
I agree.
But I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't think a kicker should be on the first
But
ballot.
part of the game.
Is
Of all
it
kickers,
is part of the
But
game.
even the
Yeah.
great, it's like Justin Tucker's going in first ballot.
Oh, no
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah.
Of all
I
kickers
mean-
of all time, if I had to pick one guy to pick for a money kick when all the pressure's on, I would pick Vinatieri.
Okay, so tell me about these kickers because now Morton Anderson is in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
He was when he was
Bruin,
in his
right?
prime. What's that?
Morton Anderson.
No.
Notre Dame?
No, foreigner. He's from Sweden,
Okay.
Norway, somewhere. He kicked for Jim Mora in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Jan Stenerud, is he a Hall of Famer?
I would
Yes.
I
Jan
would say
Stenerud's
yes.
in.
He was the kicker for the Chiefs
Yeah.
for 2 decades.
George Blanda, yes, because he did
he
all
played
kinds of things.
multiple positions.
I'm
Lou
with you.
grows, and now we got really old.
But I'm with you, Mace, on the idea of a specialist, right? Like a kicker being in there. It does feel weird, but
he has to be like Ray Guy. He has to be like hands down the best guy ever.
They're so important. Like
Right.
how many times have we watched a game and a team loses a game because a guy misses a kick, and if you had a guy like Vinatieri for a quarter century didn't miss one that mattered?
What's hard about
pretty damn good.
I know. What's hard about this is, and I'm glad DeMarco's here because he solves this problem. Most fans don't understand how a dominant lineman works. For example, I went to school. He came in a little bit after me, but I went to school with Jonathan Ogden.
Oh, God.
Okay. Jonathan Ogden was soft-spoken, never
Super nice.
Never boasted, never did anything, never held out, never, he's one of those guys you were never going to hear about him. Ask anybody who played against him, and I think you did.
I did.
They'll tell you should have gone in the Hall of Fame. I was still playing. What people say about Aaron Donald, just put him in the Hall of Fame now. Aaron Donald, by the way, and Tom Brady should not have to wait.
I agree. Clayton Kershaw should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's the rule,
Right.
though. 5 years.
Put him. You want to put him in as active players?
Yes. What
I'm not in
Clayton
favor of
Kershaw
that, no.
going to do that's going to eliminate him
Nothing.
from Hall of Fame? Because he's in. He's done what he needs to do to be.
But you would put him in right now.
Sure.
Well, if you think about it,
during a player's career, you would put him.
There are other guys on the list that have to get in first.
Well, it would
That's
make it
why,
harder.
yeah.
By the way, would make it harder for teams to cut those guys at the end of their career.
Right. You got to cut a Hall of Famer. You got to
Cutting a
trade a
Hall
Hall
of
of
Famer.
Famer. You got to DFA a Hall of Famer.
Cut
You
a
got
Hall
to.
of Famer. That's
Trev,
funny.
what do you think of this for criteria?
Yeah.
Because it's less subjective than what you said. All right? You can get into the Hall of Fame, and I'm speaking specifically to Marco about the NFL Hall of Fame when I'm thinking this, but it really applies to every sport. One of 2 ways. Championship excellence or overall statistical dominance during your career. So, for example, Eli Manning's in on the championship excellent thing, that he not only won 2 Super Bowls, he won 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and he beat the Patriots. So that alone gets him in. Dan Fouts never played in a Super Bowl, but his career was completely statistically dominant.
Yes.
So he's in.
Longevity.
Sure.
If you don't check one of those 2 boxes, you're out.
See, I
Then Terrell
personally.
Davis is out. Kurt Warner's out.
I think.
Terrell Davis was the best running back on 2
On
back-to-back
2
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowls.
champs.
7 years.
Same Eli.
Short.
But I think
Gale
the Hall of
Sayers
Fame.
only played
The Hall of
5.
Fame is supposed to be subjective. It is subjective. It's
Well,
always going to
if
be
that's
subjective.
their goal, they
That's
nailed
what
it.
you're saying. In the gut, do I feel like that's the guy? 3 people here would vote for Adam Vinatieri on the first ballot. I
You
would
say
not.
no.
Yeah.
Would you vote for Marshawn Lynch?
Which one of those boxes does he check?
Well, championship.
No.
Championship.
He has 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.
He was
And the one he
best
did. He's
player
more
in the
famous
league.
for the one he did.
One he did. Yeah.
Do you get credit? This does not fall into either of your 2 boxes.
Okay.
But do you get credit for being a character? And I don't mean
For
that
being
in
famous.
I'll tell you
Personality,
someone.
yeah.
for being a character.
I'll
whether
tell you
that's
someone who's in that statistically should not be there.
In the
Had more
Pro Football Hall
in
of Fame?
Pro Football Hall of Fame had more interceptions than touchdowns.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should not
Yeah.
be in the
He's a
Hall of Fame.
character.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't-
character and a
doesn't-
and a legend.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to kiss you.
Doesn't he qualify for your character
That's
thing?
it right there.
Yes,
So
and
Marshawn
he
will get
had,
in.
and,
Yeah.
well, again, this kind of goes back to Eli again. Played in New York and had a moment where he said something that we all decided, okay, this is he called his shot. Right.
Right.
He
Yeah.
guaranteed a title, which I'm convinced other people have done and they didn't win, and we just keep moving and never remember. But when you nail it like Messier or Namath,
Yes.
we go, oh, he called his shot. Well, yeah, everybody thinks
Or
they're
like
going to win
Eli
going
Manning
to those games.
saving the world from the Patriots being undefeated. That
That's
gets
right.
you in right in there.
That's
Yes.
right.
I played Ogden his rookie year when he was in Baltimore, and he was a guard. I'd never seen a guard that big in my life. 6'8", and he was just as
Why
wide
did they
There's
have him
another
at guard?
guy-
Who
they-
was playing tackle?
There's
That's how you
another
get him
guy
ready,
who was
yeah.
in the Hall of Fame as a lineman, who, if you talk to players, so I'm hoping, DeMarco, you know who this is. If you talk to players, they'll just go first ballot Hall of Famer times 10, and I don't think any of us even know who he is. It's a guy named Walter Jones.
Oh, my
the
God.
Seahawks.
Yeah. I thought he was in.
He is in.
Yeah.
That's my point.
No brainer.
Most fans would, if you say, who's Walter Jones, most NFL fans, they would go,
huh?
I don't know.
Well, the guy
he was the guy that was competing with Pace, right?
Yeah, right. He got in first ballot.
Yeah.
Pace did not. There's two guys on the list this year. Joe Staley, hands down, Hall of Fame guy.
Browns
I don't know how many
tackle,
people know him.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then Marshall Yanda in Baltimore.
See, I don't even know who that is.
I don't
the
either.
best guard in the
So
league
here's
for
the,
like
here's
10
the thing.
years.
I will say this right out, I am not qualified to make Hall of Fame decisions for linemen in the NFL. I'm not smart enough
The Pro
to do it.
Football Writers are.
They are.
Yeah.
Right. But I am not.
Well, okay, but counterpoint
I know
to they
the
are.
names, but
They made Orlando Pace wait
a year.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I always think that I kind of think you're a
He
Hall
got
of Famer or
docked,
you're
yeah.
not. I always laugh at this. Like you brought it up earlier. Torrey Holt should be in, and they're making him wait. But now he's in his last year, and he might not get in. Once you start doing that, once you say he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, let's
Right.
make him wait.
Stupid.
Then
Let him
sometimes
slide.
those
Let
people
him
get
slide.
jacked around.
Yeah.
And other times they put
Receivers
guys
do.
like
Yeah.
Scott Rowland in.
I know.
Well,
And, and it's like
that
come
honestly
on.
was when the Roland and Biggio 1-2 punch was like.
Oh,
all
come
right,
on.
I'm
Biggio
out.
3,000 hits. That's an automatic.
But, Mace,
3,000 hits.
You're on
you're in.
steroids,
But,
yeah.
but hold on a second. That doesn't work for me because
3,000 hits doesn't work
no,
for
no,
you?
it's an incredible achievement, but it's just an aggregation over just sticking around for a really, really long
Look at
time.
Look at the list of people who have
I know.
3,000 hits.
Did anybody ever go to a ballpark to watch Craig Biggio play baseball?
I'm sure
I would say people in
at least
Houston
one
would say,
did.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
but that's a
Houston did.
hometown hero.
Yeah.
That's a different
Well,
conversation.
couldn't I say the same thing about Robin Yount?
He's
in. Couldn't
Yount was
Couldn't
the
I say the
best
same thing about
player.
Ernie Banks?
No,
He's
they
in.
were the best player at their positions for they won MVPs.
Okay.
These guys, Yount was a 2-time MVP. I don't know how many times Banks won.
How many times-
Biggio
how many
was
times
never
did
an
Biggio
MVP.
make an All-Star team?
I don't know, but it's probably a handful or so.
Yeah.
But he never won an MVP.
By
Yount
the
won
way,
2.
this is what the room sounds like when you're debating Hall of Fame. But you're all sports writers. This is what
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Mace?
I was looking at Biggio.
How many
about
All-Star?
this?
How many All-Star appearances?
Let me see.
I'm going to guess 8.
Let me just tell you this, Trav. You're a baseball guy.
Yeah.
800 OPS for his career.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's, if you have an 800 OPS and
But Trav,
3,000
I'm
hits,
surprised you're not with us on the once he passes 3,000 hits, he's in. 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, you're in. Either one. Would you keep a guy with 500 home runs out?
Probably not.
Is Jim Thome in?
Yes.
Yes.
The
He's
only
got
guys
600
Yeah,
home
the only
runs.
guys that aren't in with 500 home runs are the steroid guys.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it. Those numbers are meaningful, and I'm not. But I want you to have done something that isn't just I was around forever and I was pretty good the whole time.
Yeah,
and that's what Biggio was.
7-time All-Star.
He was around for
right on the bubble.
Yeah, he was around for 20 plus years. Was pretty good the whole time. Was MVP probably never within the top 5. Certainly never.
Then you start giving credit for longevity.
And I get that's credit, but is that
He
one of the
finished
greatest
fourth
players
once
of all
and
time?
fifth once.
Okay.
When it's like
In
long,
20 years, your best
extreme,
finish was
5
fourth?
gold gloves.
Was he ever the best player on his own team?
No.
Probably not.
No.
He was on Bagwell teams.
He had.
And Bagwell's in, right?
I
I just got in
Did he?
recently.
I don't know.
I think he just
I'm
got
not
in.
sure about Jeff
Part
Bagwell.
of Jackie Slater's Hall of Fame deal was
I think
he
he got
played
in like
20
2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, longevity. You got to factor that in. Even being very good for a long time counts.
Hey, before you guys leave, I got to tell you.
What?
You guys in particular. So, I was having, you know what they call lucid dreams, where you feel like it's actually happening. It's real.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So here's what I saw in my dream last night, multiple times. Niner fans going up the escalators out of the building after we have won. I can just see that sea of Niners fans leaving
Yes.
I
all
hope
sad
so.
and
Pouty.
all dejected and all bang bang.
Hopefully, it wasn't a lucid dream; it was a premonition.
Oh, premonition. Let's go with the
Bang,
premonition.
bang,
Yes.
bye-bye.
So
Yes.
I have a friend that's a big gambler, and I talked to him yesterday, and he says this is the best time of year to make money betting on football because odds makers are afraid to honestly assess the bad teams. And he said there is one team in the NFL and one team in college that are both have no chance of covering their spreads this week. None.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
Michigan and the Rams.
you're close.
Okay.
UCLA and the Rams.
Okay.
He said,
What did you give? You gave me UCLA and 34.
Yeah.
And a half.
They play Oregon?
At LSU.
That's right.
I gave Mace for 5K and
It's
Mythical
30?
No, the actual spread is 24.
Okay.
I gave him another 10, 34. Who wins the bet between me and Mace? I think the final score is going to be 45-3.
I would take the 34 points just because it's so many.
Deshaun.
Okay.
Come on.
So
Deshaun.
you're on Mace's side.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's
Deshaun.
so many points.
That's a lot.
Although they
of
are
points.
awful.
I've seen them play twice. I'm feeling pretty good.
Here's the thing about LSU, and this doesn't necessarily help USC's case, but they haven't been
They haven't been great.
They've not been a dominant team in their first few
UCLA
years.
would have to work hard to be there. Yeah.
What's that?
The Rams too, huh?
Yeah. And the Rams situation is they just have been devastated by injuries.
If you
so
made
they
a
can't,
list,
What's the line?
7.
So what his position is the Rams can't score because they have too many injuries, and the teams they're playing can score.
Yeah.
So he said if the spread is like 7, which I think it is right
No
now.
Debo, no McCaffrey for the Niners, so that might keep it a little closer.
That
But
helps.
if you made a list of the 5 guys that the Rams could afford to lose the least, 4 of them are not playing.
They're already out.
Yeah.
So yesterday, we'll let you guys go after this, but yesterday McVay was on, and Mace asked a question, which I thought was a pretty good one, where he said, hey, I noticed you guys didn't put Cooper Kupp on injured reserve. Does that mean there's a chance he could come back before the bye week? And McVay immediately goes, no chance. He's not coming back. And we looked at each other like, well, then why not put him in injured reserve? Later we found out they don't have any more room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're maxed. They're close to maxed out.
Yeah, I think you can only put 12 guys on it. And
Eight.
Yeah, and they've got at least 8.
Yeah, let me throw one more thing out there because it sort of piles into what John was talking about. I wouldn't count anybody out of any game this year. NFL underdogs of 6+ points are 8-0 against the spread for the first 2
And
weeks.
look at survivor pools.
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody's
gone.
been kneecapped.
The first week, underdogs of 7+ points went 3-0 straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm telling you, none of these games
Just
are
get back
set.
to the lucid dream.
Yeah, go lucid dreaming.
I thought your lucid dream was going to include you and I in a walk,
Something, right?
A race, a race walk
no,
or something.
I really love that I'm on the super.
There's a lot of people in that.
Super accountability
See,
list.
I'm with you.
So many
It's
people
the
are
super
working at it.
accountability.
You don't like
thing.
it?
I don't dislike. It's a lot. My phone's pinging a lot.
We saw a picture
You're
of
so
you.
like me.
We saw a picture of you from, I don't know, maybe the last time you got pictures taken with Slee. You have thinned down so much.
I lost almost 40 pounds.
That's amazing, man. You look great.
Thank you.
And DeMarco, you look great.
Thank you.
DeMarco gets the credit for it.
This is like this show has lost so much weight in the last
So much
year.
weight. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we got to keep going.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got to
Keep
keep
it
going.
up.
Yeah.
Super Crosstalks brought to you by In-N-Out.